I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
BoxingVoice.com.
You seen what he did on Facebook, right? Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
I was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight.
I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no question. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad? I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We'll see who jumps on a little later, though. Right now, we're here to discuss this weekend's boxing. Obviously, a lot took place. We had Inoue in action today. We had Pacheco over the weekend and a couple other scattered fights that you may want to talk about. I think the biggest news this weekend is that Turki Al-Sheikh has declared that he wants to bring the pay-per-view price down to $20 worldwide, something that we've been talking about here on the show. So, you know, feels like they're listening, just saying. But I think that's the biggest news. Outside of that, we're going to be discussing Eddie Hearn continuing to sign, great fighters. Just picked up another gem of a fighter in Tito Mercado, a.k.a. Ernesto Mercado, 140-pound fighter. I've been telling you about him since he was 6-0, 7-0, and it's now time for him to arrive on the big stage. It couldn't have been a perfect time, a better time, because the 140-pound division is extremely stacked. Every entity really has a bunch of 140-pounders. You know, I think that the smallest amount of 40-pounders are on the top-ranked side of things. I think they only have Tio of note. Gustavo just moved down to fight Keyshawn. I don't think they have a lot of 140-pounders over on Top Rank. Now, Golden Boy has Barboza. They have Jose Ramirez. They have Barroso, Davies, and quite a few others, not as big names, right? Then you got Matchroom. They have Liam Pardo. They have Catterall. They have Devin. They have Sabril Matias. They just signed Ernesto Tito Mercado. They have Richardson Hitchens. They have Regis Prograis. They may have Josh Teller, if that's not still a top-ranked thing, because I know Teller's last fight was with Catterall on Matchroom. Top Rank does have Tio, Claggett, and Elvis. And I think that's about it for Top Rank, man. When you consider PBC, all they have is Rayo, Isak, who just lost his title at 40. There's rumors of Frank potentially moving up. But I don't know. I even forgot to say Kenny Sims is over there with Golden Boy and Barboza and Ramirez. I'm telling you, 140 is stacked, but not really on the top rank or the PBC side of things. But buenos dias, Two-Tone, the superstar.
What's good, man? Good morning. Chilaquiles. Chilaquiles.
What it do?
Top of
How was the weekend?
weekend was great, man. Weekend was great. Got to chill with some Bloods and some Crips to get their intake on the sport of boxing. Very interesting. Great weekend, man. I see you enjoyed the city, man. You was down there at Westgate. You was out there cooking, man. Went tubing. Nobody in Arizona does do that. I was surprised you did that, but you're not from here. Was your feet cut? Did you cut your feet on those sharp rocks out there?
Nah. Well, I had water shoes for starters.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to I think it was Walmart, $4 because they was out of season, so I got them for $4. Left mines by accident. It was a dope experience, and I get why people don't do it from Arizona because I could see how that sun is too much, but we actually got lucky. Like, God was on our side. The sun was pretty much covered up. It was a 4-hour tube ride. And
4?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could have stopped at 2 hours. No, that's a big-ass river, brother. That's shit is real. I mean, it's nowhere near the size of the Delaware Water Gap, but it is huge, and it just kept going. I mean, you know, I posted a picture like, what's on my mind? People was asking me the wrong question. What was on my mind is, when the fuck does this thing end? It didn't end, bro. Like, bro, I brought 2 L's, a whole thing of strawberries, water, and I ran through everything. I was stressing. I mean, it wasn't stressful. Like, it was cool, but what the anxiety did kick in. Like, damn, where's the fucking exit? Because the water is cold. So it's a counter. Like, the tube gets hot, but the water's freezing, so it kind of levels you out. It gets rough, too. Like, the water definitely picks up. No, it's an adventure. I loved it. I don't know why Arizonians don't do it. I loved it. I could see the heat, though. Again, we got lucky. The sun wasn't, like, blasting. It was behind some clouds, and it was still decent, beautiful weather. Nah, I like Arizona, man. I like Arizona. It wasn't a big deal for me either. I felt like we live in Vegas, so we're conditioned. Like, it was not a heat difference for me. Like, don't get me wrong. You guys was, like, stuck on 113, but we been there, done that. So I wasn't like, oh, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. It was cool.
Up,
I seen that you got to interview a couple rappers, though, at the Sunday show.
Yeah, Joe Moses from LA, Mr. RJ, Mr. LA, who's he's an underground LA legend. He was disgusted that I asked him Gervonta over Shakur. Almost got jumped back there. The hood loves Tank. I just put that out there. The culture is with Gervonta Tank Davis. Nobody's giving Shakur Stevenson a chance at all. But I surprised they knew about boxing back there. Everybody is in tune with the sport of boxing thanks to Gervonta Tank Davis, and we got to protect Tank, man. He's keeping boxing alive out there.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur needs some high-profile fights in order to change perception. Like, he's got to beat some names that, the public, the general public, the casual fan public will give him credit for. Like, that's why that Loma fight was important to him. He needs another name like a Loma. And I think that's why he was seeking out that Kambosos fight. He's a worldwide name, regardless of the losses. But, yeah, did you catch the Inoue knockout this morning, bright and early?
Yes, I did catch that. He broke that man's back like Bane. Now, I ain't never seen a man just walk away with a back injury like that. Inoue is a problem, bro. That was wild. He did what he was supposed to do. No, if you're not supposed to be in the ring with me, you're not supposed to be in the ring with me. Let me get you up out of here, bro.
He certainly is a problem, but I mean, isn't it time that we get some sort of fight? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, that was supposed to be Stephen Fulton, so it's nobody's fault but Fulton's, and I'm not overlooking that win. He did what he was supposed to do to someone that was, allegedly bigger and possibly on his level. But since Fulton, like, it's been a lot of nondescript names. Like, you get the T.J. Dohenys and whoever else came after that. Like, I mean, before that, I really can't remember. These names aren't notable. You know, the wins aren't notable because of the names. Yes, he's getting knockouts and it looks good for television, but is anyone remembering this stuff?
Nah, not based off the names, but again, he's delivering us knockouts. So when we get a knockout, we really not even caring about the name at that point. He's just delivering us knockouts in year 2024. That's what the casual fans care about. He's delivering knockouts. But
is that true, though? Because when it comes to Tank, the names do matter. You get people that call in here like, oh, well, he's fighting Hector. Hector was a champion. We knew Hector. We knew who he beat. Who the hell did Doheny beat? What do we know Doheny from? I ain't never been to no cookout with Doheny. I don't know Doheny.
Me either. Number 2 in the WBO. I have no idea who that guy was.
And that's my point, man. They got to do better with marketing this dude. I hear them selling us the story that he's a star over there, but they keep feeding him us over here. So I don't know. They need to make these fights more appealing. Let me refresh because I'm shocked that Top Rank social media don't have a video of the knockout. Like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, they gatekeeping that for sure.
I was watching this as I'm doing my walk because this card started at 2 in the morning, bro. That's another thing. Like, do they even care about us? I mean, and I'm not saying they have to. Obviously, the man has an audience and a big audience over there in Japan, but, like, damn. Do they care? I guess it wasn't that bad for the East, right? Like, the East was getting it at 8-ish in the morning.
8, right. I think they don't care, bro. I think it's this is purely for hardcore boxing fans. They're gonna gatekeep him to be a pound for pound fighter. I think he either got to move up to 126 or he got to. Bob Arum said he coming to Vegas, but I don't know, bro.
I mean, I think they setting up the Shushu fight, right? Like Shushu's been talking about him. He's been talking about Shushu. Or rather, Shushu's been talking about him. Him not really talking about Shushu, but it seems like that's all they have, and that's going to be their way to cross him over to America by putting him in there with the slick African-American fighter from Bed-Stuy, right? From Brooklyn, you know what I mean? Can that cross Inoue over in America by fighting Shushu, or is Shushu not known enough? And he is a prospect, man. So are they being strategic? Like, if he comes to America to fight Shushu, is it even a fair fight? Like, you talking about an undisputed multiple division pound for pound fighter taking on something less than Berlanga. Like, Berlanga's been at it longer than Shushu. Yes, Shushu may have a better amateur background, but I'm just saying, you know. People give Canelo shit for fighting Naradas and potentially Pacheco and Berlanga and Jaime. What are they going to say if Inoue has to fight Shushu Carrington, who, you know, only has NABF titles?
That's true. And I wouldn't do it if I'm Shushu. Don't fall for the Kool-Aid, bro. Continue to build your profile. Continue to get better as a fighter. Don't let them build Inoue's American name off your back, bro. Continue to move at your pace. That definitely looks like a setup. Like they're gonna go ahead and try to get Shushu beat. I don't think Shushu's ready yet. I think he needs a couple more fights. I guess there's only one name in Inoue's division. Some D-Mav. I don't know who that name is. I guess that's his only challenge left before he goes up 126. And you got to see Rafael Espinoza. I want to see that fight. I would love to see that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess they're trying to introduce him to the American audience by giving him the American prospect / contender, and then he gets, you know, potentially a Leo. Does Angelo Leo fit into that? You know, because that's that division. Does he go for Espinoza, who is, you know, that's the tall task, right? Like, all pun intended. All pun intended. Does he go after Nick Ball because of the relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh? And Bob Arum has the relationship with Inoue. Nick Ball is the smaller guy. Is that more of a fair fight, like to test the waters? I can see them testing the waters with the prospect Shushu just to guarantee to win. Contender. I mean, is he a contender? I don't even know that he beat a former champ yet. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm like curious. Yeah, I hope they don't go Shushu first. Maybe Nick Ball. Nick Ball. He's short. He's fiery. You know, he's a bit of a cheater. We'll see, can Inoue handle that? And then you go after the other champions, you know, Rafael. And maybe you leave Rafael for last because of the height, right? And you go Leo next. Or you go Vargas after Ball or Vargas first because Vargas already lost the ball. Vargas is older. You know, he's longer in the tooth. Do you go after Vargas first if you're Inoue? I would prefer the Nick Ball fight just because of the height. He's short. He's compact. He seems not to care, right? Like he seems not to factor in fear. He's pretty relentless, fearless. So that would be good to see how he handles Inoue and how Inoue handles someone who has no respect for him. But last but not least, obviously we got to discuss Tito Mercado finally finding himself a promoter. Very happy that he was able to get with a big box promoter. Even more happy that he was able to get with Eddie Hearn, who I'm sure will promote him properly. I don't know about the fights. Getting him the fights that he needs, that's something else. Even though Eddie has quite a few 140-pounders on that side of the street. So this could be a great move for Tito Mercado, who really has been self-marketed. Him and his dad have gotten themselves this far with a phenomenal record. At 140 in terms of prospects, contenders, he might have the best resume out there. He's ready, I think, for any of the top fighters. I don't know about a world title shot simply because he needs more time under the big lights. He has fought on DAZN under Salida Promotions. He's fought on a bunch of different promoted cards, but he still needs that consistent shine under the lights in order to be fully seasoned. But he was Boxing Scene's Prospect of the Year last year. He was our Prospect of the Year last year, or 2022. He's the goods, man. 15 KOs, I believe, or 16 wins, 15 KOs. He's a puncher. He's skilled. He's the WBA Continentals America's Gold Champ. He's the NABA Gold Super Lightweight Champ. He's a 2022 U.S. Olympic alternate. And actually, his record is 15-0 with 14 KOs. He is a problem. I can't wait to see what they do with him and what's first for him. Now, I know it's not going to be anything big. I'm sure it's going to be something to get him out there and introduce him to the people. I would say the perfect fight is Montana Love. Give me Montana Love.
Yeah.
Give me Montana Love versus Tito Mercado all day, every day, twice on Sunday, and that's what we want. But shout out to Matchroom. I know that Top Rank wanted him, and I know if Top Rank wants him, PBC wanted him, but Matchroom bagged him. People said the rumor's always been for a while that his father was hard to deal with. You know, his father probably just wanted what he wanted and got what he wanted. Much like Sabril Matias and much like Shakur Stevenson. You know, if you want something and Matchroom can get it for you, they're going to get it done to solidify that signing. And that's what I like about them. You know, they're hands-on. They do what they say. Matias wanted to go to Puerto Rico. That's why he signed, because they were willing to take him to Puerto Rico. You know, Devin wanted to go back home. That's why he signed, because they were willing to take him back home. You know, look at Pato. he's about to go back home, and he started at home, when they signed him. So all good. I love the signing. And very happy for Tito, man. Can't wait to see what shakes. Phone lines are open for anybody that wants to call in and discuss this weekend's boxing. What did you think of Pacheco, and did you go to the bar you recommended? I wanted to go with you. I promise you the whole day I'm thinking about it. And it was just too much. The tubing was that Saturday. So, after that, I laid out, and I only watched like 2 fights and passed out. I made it up to the Apucci Frazier, not Frazier, but the other dude, Clark, which that's a conversation in its own. I'm not sure that Apucci lost. I can't wait to hear Tim Boski because he was talking all that Clark shit, and Clark looked like a little kid that got his book bag snatched on the first day of school, waiting for them scorecards to get read out. He almost looked as bad as Ward in the Kovalev 1 fight. Like, come on, bro. That shit was wild. Again, not saying he didn't win, but his body language told a whole different story is all I'm saying. But Pacheco looked good, using the jab.
Facts.
Yeah, man, he did his thing. I mean, the fight only went like 6 rounds, too. He got the stoppage. I mean, something that people normally don't do over this dude, Selecki. So, Diego puts himself in a good position. He becomes Canelo's #1 again. And this is right up Canelo's alley, if we're being honest. Someone not too experienced, green enough, the right nationality, the right fan base, quote unquote respectful. Canelo sparred him. Pacheco might have landed himself the fight. He might have got the fight. Oh yeah. I mean, look, if you're Canelo and you trying to stay away from the hard fights, this is a marketable fight. This is a Cinco de Mayo fight. 2 Mexicans giving you that old, Barrera Morales type of war. The young guy trying to take out the old lion, passing of the torch, so to speak, is how they'll sell it. I can see Pacheco sliding in there is all I'm saying.
Could be a great preparation for David Benavidez in September. If anybody still has hope for that, September of next year. But Pacheco,
I think we all lost hope on that one already.
Okay, so yeah, that's done in the water. Pacheco's nice, man. Got the jab, wicked body shot. Listens to his corner very well. Marketable.
Speaking of that, did you notice that he was only being spoke to in Spanish? That was interesting. I mean, Pacheco speaks a lot of English. That was pretty interesting to hear Jose Benavidez only speak in Spanish. Did I miss something, or did he ever change the English?
No, he went to Spanish. That's that good marketing.
Crazy.
He marketed.
Yeah, bro. That was interesting as hell. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Is he getting this shit? But go ahead.
Is it sad that Diego Pacheco is getting everything that David Benavidez wanted? He possibly next can get a Jaime Munguia fight, which would be an extremely huge fight for Pacheco. Then he's in line to get a Canelo fight. And then David Benavidez.
I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard it on the telecast, but they said that he was in negotiations with Jaime, and Jaime chose Eric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they said on the telecast. They said he was in negotiations with Eric and Jaime. With Jaime, and Jaime chose Eric Bazianen. So that's who he's fighting on the 20th. So even if he don't get Canelo, he could still end up in a Jaime fight, which is another good fight, another way to get prepared for Canelo. That would be the better route, go Jaime. But, again, if a Canelo fight is on the table, you just can't turn that down, I wonder how comfortable he feels being a sparring partner, Sometimes these sparring partners, they feel like they've gotten an advantage or they know something that we don't know because they were in there with him. I wonder if Pacheco has that confidence that, maybe things can go his way because of a previous session.
I think he does. And I wouldn't. Pacheco's young, man. He's young. I've seen him spar David Benavidez. I don't know if that's an easy fight for Canelo, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's an easy fade for Canelo at this age.
I mean, a young undefeated kid, 10 years younger than you, is never going to be easy. But in terms of skill and experience, yeah, people are going to say he may not be ready. But those are all the topics. If you want to talk about anything else, feel free. We're going
the man Barroso, he went over there and got cooked?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Hirikawa, I think his name is, beat him up.
Damn. They did that man wrong. He never got his belt from Rolly. That's so sad.
I
PVC,
mean,
y'all wrong
he
for
took
that.
money. He took all the money, though. You know, he took them fights and whatever step aside was offered, if any. We got Warlord, first caller of the day.
Yo, you hear me?
Okay, so this is Joe Pilot.
Hey, ¿qué lo que? Dime a ver. Yo, I seen you out there with your floaties, man. And I was when you didn't go live on Sunday, I thought you might have beat up a Native American out there. But yeah, man, what up, Two Tone?
What up, man?
Coolin'. Yeah, man, sad day, Barroso. You know, the old man, his luck finally ran out. You know, I was rooting for him. I wanted him to keep the streak of you know, beating the young guys, but you know, this guy came on point. He didn't overlook him like Davies overlooked him. Yeah, Pacheco looked good, you know, good fundamentals. He's an easy fight for Canelo. He doesn't really have the athleticism in the feet. And I think for you to beat Canelo, you need to have good feet, good in and out type of movement, like a Bivol, Mayweather, of course. You know, Lara gave him some trouble because of the footwork. So Pacheco's kind of like up his alley. Pacheco Munguia is a good fight, but does Pacheco got enough power to keep Munguia off him? Because you know, Munguia's head's like a battering ram. He'll eat some jabs if he can get in the inside and let his hands go. But that's definitely a good scrap. But if Pacheco's team, why would they risk a Munguia fight if you're in position to WBO, you know? Kind of, you know, but...
I mean, according to the telecast, they was already in negotiations, so to them, I guess it's not a risk.
They must know something we don't. But, you know, I just say that's a dangerous fight because, like, if Munguia beats Bazanian, gets into the Pacheco, then Pacheco loses that. Oh, you know, he's going to probably, even though Eddie moves around, he'll probably get put back in position in a fight or two. But still, you know, it's not as lucrative of being the young up-and-coming undefeated fighter versus the monster, King Nello. But, yeah, Turkey, the $20 pay-per-views, there's one thing that's going to still happen. If niggas can steal, they're going to steal. It don't matter if it's $2. If it's just it's too easy to steal. People are going to steal. They don't care about buffering. They don't care about having 47 screens open, changing meth streams, crack streams, over all the different streams. People are going to steal. Turkey's going to find out how Americans give it up. Yeah, man. Shakur, you said, you know, he wanted the Campbell name is Cambosis, but I think Cambosis took the Cepeda fight because Shakur's a better fighter than Cepeda. So it's probably Cambosis, probably similar amount of money or maybe a little bit less for Cepeda, but he has a better chance of maybe beating Cepeda because Cepeda is there to get hit. Shakur is impossible to touch. So makes sense why Cambosis took the Cepeda fight to me, you know. And yeah, Inoue looked great. Inoue got to go to 26. Ball's a tough fighter. I think the best option for him is Vargas. And why would he fight Carrington? Carrington don't got a belt. He can go straight up and fight anybody for a belt.
But it's not your time.
Yeah, again, I think they've been feeding us the shoo lines to give him that American fight to the Americans, you know. Fighting Ray Vargas here isn't the same as fighting an American. We got Drew, what it do? Give me a sec, Drew. Looks like we have to reconnect on Bluetooth. I mean on X Spaces. Drew, you should be good. You gotta unmute.
Oh, no, you said give you a sec. You hear me?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's what I was saying. Give me a sec to reconnect, but we reconnected. You should be straight now.
All right, nice. Two-tone, Plug City. What up, man?
What's cracking, man? We in the building. I see
cracking, man?
Inoue out there shining, right?
Of course. We'll get to Inoue, but let's go. Turkey Al-Sheikh watches the show. He know what's up with the VPN boys and the Fire Stick boys. That's why he lowering the price. He want to give us that blue magic, like he said. Like Frank Lucas said, that's brand infringement, baby. He gonna give it to us, Two-Tone. We need them $20. We need them UK pay-per-view prices, bro.
Facts.
Enough's enough. I don't like
Facts.
buffering. I don't like waiting on crack streams. I will pay the VPN price. So I like that. Pacheco did what he did. He was the only one to stop Sulecki. So I like that. Give him another step up. I like that Munguia fight. So we'll go with that. My American brethren, stop rushing Inoue to 26, bro. If you look at this Japanese press, he's got 3 more fights at 22. He's got Goodman, he's got MJ, and the mega fight next year that they're working on, Mr. Honda, is him versus Junto in that Yokohama stadium that seats 80,000, Two-Tone. So he's not coming to 26 no time soon. He don't need the American. Like Tank and Canelo told Turkey, we don't need you. He's the same thing. Inoue told Turkey, I don't need you. We building over here. We good. So he's not going to be at 26 no time soon, and the Americans are just going to have to deal with it. The biggest fight for him, honestly, is that Junto Nakatani fight when Junto moves up next year. So they're just going to have to get used to, he's not coming to 26 no time soon. So let them 26 dudes do what it do. Let a couple guys unify, but I know the Americans are going to get mad at, who he fighting. Those are big names to them out there. So, I mean, there's no bigger fight for him than Junto. Angelo Leo.
Yeah, but Junto is a big fight. But that's what I'm saying. Junto's a big fight over there. He's not making a splash over here. He's not moving the needle over here. So that's why I think they're trying to give him American names.
I agree that he's not moving the needle over here, but over there, they don't care if he's moving the needle over here.
But that's the point. They obviously care.
Top Rank cares.
That's my point. Top Rank cares. They obviously care because they keep trying to sell them to America.
Top Rank cares, but I don't think Americans are ever going to buy in if the fights are this early in the morning. We're going to watch them. But I think what I heard too also, if they parlay him, if they bring him out here to LA, throw the first pitch out at the Dodgers with Shohei Ohtani, all the big Japanese baseball players play for the Dodgers, it can work. But they do need American name, but he's not moving up to 26 at least for another year. At least another 4 fights. So, I mean, like you said, did Top Rank even post his knockout on a Twitter?
Nope. Well, Instagram, let me see if they put anything back. Because I was on Instagram and they just had a picture of it. I don't know if it's, maybe they don't want to show it purposely.
Yeah. I'll close with this. Joe Pilot, stop rushing my man to 26.
Yeah, nothing on the Instagram just yet. I refreshed. I don't know. I think they don't want to show it. I think they're trying to force people to go there. I'm not really sure. Usually you get the knockout. It's just a picture, which is very sad. Is this – oh, wait. Okay. I'm stupid. Sorry. So it was double slide. I'm like, yo, it's just a picture. But now I see the little arrow right here. My bad. There goes the knockout. My bad.
The man back is broke, bro.
Bro, did you see the way he asked for timeout? That was crazy. He like, hold on. Son, I slipped the disc. Something happened.
Something happened. That's crazy. Inoue, I don't know. He cooking, man. Salute Inoue, man. Big fans over there.
Word. All right, keeping the lines moving. We got, that was who we went to. Drew, we got El Tanque.
Good morning, fellas. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, shout out Naoya, bro, but he got MJ problems.
He got
MJ problems.
Mahmoudon, whatever his name is. With the beret?
Yes, sir. He got MJ problems, bro. He was supposed to fight him, and then I don't know what happened. He ended up choosing Doheny. I don't know why he didn't fight MJ, but he got problems with MJ.
They definitely was pronouncing it Doheny.
He got problems with that big UK dude, Liam Davis, 6'1". That dude looks like he's 154 pounds in the damn ring at 122, bro. He got problems with that dude. He got mad power too. He has a lot of competition at 122 outside of Sam Goodman and whatever the hell Drew said. Junto. Yeah, he has a lot of problems there. Joe said something about Cambosos choosing Zepeda because he said he believes Cambosos has a higher chance of beating Zepeda. Bro, Cambosos has a higher chance of going 12 rounds with Shakur than he does with Zepeda. That shit don't make no sense, Joe. What the fuck? Pacheco looked all right, bro, but talking about stopping Selecki, Canelo stopped him in sparring months ago, getting ready for Munguia. That's the dude that took at knee with the same body punch with sparring gloves. I don't give him too much credit for that shit. He looked alright. But they're crazy if they think he's ready for a Canelo.
My bro.
I don't even think he's ready for Berlanga, bro.
But how you not gonna give him credit for being the first man to stop someone?
Canelo stopped him in sparring.
My dude, that's not an official stoppage. Like he's
That's
the
a
first
stoppage,
one.
bro.
He's
you
the
watch
first
the
one to get a
video,
stoppage on.
he goes on his knees, and then Eddie says, "Man, we didn't call him back after that."
My dude,
it's
no one stopped Selecki with 8 ounces, bro, or 10 ounces, because that's 68. Yeah, that credit should go to Pacheco. That's a bit unfair.
All right, let's give him credit, but I still don't think he's ready, bro. Eddie Hearn did say that he doesn't believe he's ready either.
Yeah.
But if the Canelo fight does happen, that they would take it. Who declines a Canelo fight? But he's talking about 3 or 4 more fights before even looking at a Canelo. I heard him saying Billy. I feel like that's a tough fight. He might pull it off. I doubt it though. That dude is extremely rugged. Naoya in America against Shushu. I mean, shit. What other Americans do we have out here, man, that can really give him some problems, Ness? Or two-tone outside of Shushu?
Leo.
That's it.
Leo.
Yeah. That's a really good fight. Well, he has a lot of smoke at 26 with them guys, man. I think that's where, his limit is going to be really tested. I don't think the power is going to affect them bigger dudes. Shout out Sugar Nunez with another KO. He's still keeping that streak alive with the 100% knockout ratio.
But it's not your time.
All right, champ. Up next, Juan Houston.
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Diego Pacheco. Man, he looked real good. Wow. But I see a lot of people saying he's not ready for Hyman. That's the fight I would like to see, man. Because once these guys are to the point where they just taking people out early and that jab, that was boxing. Pacheco was boxing, man. It looked nice. Body shots, he was working that body. So that's why I like Ryo, man. He's really turned me into a fan. Even Chris Colbert. I like these guys. They ain't afraid to go in there. They ain't gonna wait till they got this padded ass record, 30-something wins, and 15 of them are guys like me. You know what I'm saying? We got day jobs and shit. So, I like Diego Pacheco, and I want to see the Munguia fight. I think that would be good for Cinco de Mayo. He ain't going to get Canelo. I don't think Canelo sees him as a draw, is going to sell. You know what I mean? I think Canelo did Munguia because Munguia do got a Mexican fan base that's pretty big. And I want to see Shushu. Is it the same point, man? I want to see that Shushu fight. Who cares if Shushu lose? Introduce him to the world. Bring him to Madison Square Garden. You the monster, okay? Didn't King Kong climb the Empire State Building in New York? All right, Shushu will be the gorilla, and you be the big reptilian in a way coming from Japan. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I want to see, man. I'm with that. And shout out to Tito Mercado, man. Big signing, man. He gonna get some good fights. And he's at 140 or I thought he was 135. He went up?
Yeah, he always in at 140.
Oh, I thought he was 135. I must have been tripping. Well, yeah. Liam Paro, Mercado. I want to see that. That'd be a good one.
Yeah,
But that's all I got, man.
All right. Eddie still has Devin Haney on the sites for Liam Bottle, according to Eddie's latest interview with Chris Mannix. I can play that in a bit if anybody needs, facts. We're going to the next caller here on Discord. We got Big Gucci Nick. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Big Gucci. One time. Two times. CYP.
Yo.
Yo,
man. First off, we gotta give a shout out to them big dog USC Trojans. I know some of y'all haters of the West Coast, but we kicked LSU ass. So eat a dick. All right, now we back to the boxing. Hey man, I noticed something. Got up this morning, opened the gym up, doing my thing, and I'm like, I read a boxing post about Chavez. Chavez was asked, could he beat Floyd? He said, yeah, 130, 135, I'll beat Floyd. Da-da-da-da-da. And I went to the comment sections, and there they go. Hundreds and thousands of them. And I told you, this shit ain't never going to stop. So what I tell people all the time, we got to cut it out, because if I be trying my best to leave Chavez alone. But it's one thing for his fans to do it, but it's nothing for him to do it. I ain't never seen Larry Bird talk about Michael Jordan ain't shit, or he was better than Michael Jordan. He never does that. So if you think Larry Bird was better, that's on you. Larry Bird don't think that, you think that. But when Chavez going around making it seem like Floyd's record, his resume ain't real, he fought fighters when they was old, he doesn't, are you kidding me? You shouldn't be talking, man. Like, leave Floyd alone before the intelligent people tell the people who've never seen you fight Chavez that you a fraud. Because in reality, he's a great fighter, but his greatness is fraudulent. Let's just be real. His greatness is fraudulent, but he still is a great fighter, just not the greatest, not one of the greatest. He's just not. But I brought this up because you say, talk about what you want to talk about. So I'm going to be real. All you people who are Chavez fans right now, I want you to call your Mexican friends and tell them, stop disrespecting Floyd. It's going to be a hurricane coming, and it's going to be called CYP. You never heard of him. But all you got to do is, if you got a 2-story house, go downstairs. Him downstairs. He eating all the milk and cookies. And I'm going to be on your ass if I hear y'all boosting up Chavez to degrade Floyd. Because to me, you disrespecting Black history. And I'm going to tell you why this is. You know how we hold our athletes to a high esteem. So when you have a group of people always trying to tear him down, you're disrespecting Black history. Like if I was to tear down the real Cesar Chavez, I'm not, because he was really a great man. That's why so many people named him after him. So I wouldn't disrespect him. But to tear down Floyd, to boost up Chavez, y'all better stop. Y'all been warned. You have been warned. Viva la raza. Viva la México. Comprende? CYP out.
Great call.
I mean, what up? Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, gentlemen. I was trying to let the line, flow a little bit. Just want to jump
you rolling up, so I was letting you do your thing.
No, absolutely. And I wanted to jump on a few topics. First of all, shout out to Jenny Fuchs on becoming a new, albeit interim.
I watched that. Did you think well, first off, I didn't watch it live.
All right.
So there was a bit of confusion, and as an older person, I do want to let the audience know, in case they have that issue, because obviously I was not around. I went on the playback, and I knew Jenny, obviously, with the connection, Michaela Mayer, and I wanted to watch it. So I actually met Ruiz in Mexico. She's been the champ for a while, which was funny that she was it was an interim and not a full title, because when I met her in Mexico for the Acapulco WBC convention, she had that belt. Long story short, bro, what happened between rounds 1 and 7? Because they show rounds 1 and skip to 7. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you play the fight, it goes from round 1 to 7. So then you have to realize that you're watching the highlights. Even on the DAZN app, it says full replay, but they still push you to the highlights on her specific fight. You have to literally click out of it, click the button that says watch full card, then click her fight and start from round 1. That was way too much work, because at that point I had already watched 4 minutes, round 1, round 7, and realized, holy shit, it went from round 1 to round 7. We in round 8, and then did everything I tried to do to get back. But it does go to the end, and Jeannie's eye looks bad. Ruiz's body language looks like she knows she didn't win. She didn't even contest it. She congratulated Jeannie Futch. And I will say that I'm in the gym every day, so I do see more lean women. But I couldn't help but think, wow, Jeannie's pretty muscular on her back. Wow, she has no chest. Oh yeah, this is the girl that says she tested positive because she slept with someone that was doing steroids. It wasn't really her. So just throwing that out there as a casual fan. I'm just reminding everyone, this is her. And, you know, that's her.
Well, one thing about it too, I just want to just give people to have some, and I'll try to be objective about Miss Jenny Fuchs. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I think the win pronounces a different dynamic to the 115-pound division, right? You mentioned why is it an interim? Because Shorty that got the belt, I forgot her name. It's like Adelise Martinez or Adelise Rodriguez. Shorty ain't fought since 2023. And before that, she only fought 2 times in 2022 or some shit like that. But long story short, they need to, like, whatever Mauricio got going on, the belt is being held hostage in Mexico like Canelo's brother before the Billy Joe Saunders fight. So they need to find a way to now that Fuchs has this belt, a career Olympian, only 3-0 as a pro, now 4-0. Yes, things move fast in women's boxing, but as much as it might seem like there is some or could be some questions, you mentioned the physiological elements. I think that at the very least, I hope that this opens up the division. Like I said, the situation with the title being held hostage, I'm hoping now you see fighters like Leanna Cruz, who I know she's scheduled for a bout in sometime in a couple of weeks, but Leanna Cruz and Jasmine Artiga, you know what I'm saying? Some of these legitimate contenders that are exciting fighters will get a shot at some of the titles at 115. But 115 is probably my least favorite, if not the worst division in women's boxing.
So who's she with? Because I always was waiting for her to sign to a major because of her amateur background and her connection with McKellar. Then we see she's pro, doing her own thing. Now she wins a title as an independent. Is she still independent?
I don't know who she with.
Oh, wow. That's good.
She
Shout
may
out
be
to
an
her.
independent. Good leverage, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, at 4-0 with a world title, you know, or at least you're at the door of a world title because you're the interim champ. So if anything shakes with the champ, you know, you become the champ. But you didn't tell me about the eye, and did you think she really won? Because again, I only seen the 2 rounds because of the way that the zone had to play back. But her eye looked bad, like maybe potential broken orbital, right? It looks bad.
Could been. Now, one thing I will say, Ruiz definitely landed the harder punches. But in the beginning of the fight, that DAZN apparently, maybe they didn't want you to see, Fuchs did land with the jab pretty good, had to be told to double it up at certain points. And then she got a little bit good when she was landing the, well, she had to, because I'm not sure exactly where she suffered the dislocated thumb that lodged through her skin. But at some point, she tried to come through with the straight left, and that was landing all right. But by that point, Ruiz was landing those hard shots. So I thought she did enough to win for sure. I had it 97-93. so one of the judge had it like 100 to like, I don't know, some wild ass score, but that wasn't it. But I thought she did enough to win. And like I said, although there are some questions around Future's, I guess her standing, not only in professional boxing, but just in the division, with this interim title, she gets to call her own shots. And like I said, I'm hoping the Leanna Cruzes and the Jasmine Ortizes of the world get their opportunity, since, Fuchs is one of those people that got a chance to experience being given an opportunity. Hopefully she's not selfish.
Yeah, I would love to see Liana in the mix. I'm shocked though. Some of these women should be signed, and they're not. And I think that Liana is certainly one that is marketable and has that fighting style, the personality. She does interviews. I don't know.
Isn't she down with Marshall Kaufman and King's Promotions?
Yeah. Okay. Well, no. Last we interviewed her, she was with. I don't want to say no. Maybe she's still with Kaufman, but I know that she switched to the manager. Oh my God, what's his name? We interviewed him. He's got all the women. He's got Ebony too, and he's married to Kylie Reese. I can't remember his name right now. Brian Cohen, maybe.
Oh, Brian Cohen?
Yeah, I think that's his name. Let's see here. Let me get to some of these callers. We got on Discord Gucci Nick. What up, big Gucci Nick?
What up, man? Shout out King Amin of Essex. Shout out Two-Tone, the superstar, man. Shout out Ness. Everybody hit that like, smash that subscribe, man. Yo, how the audio sound, Ness?
Straight.
Yeah, man. Great weekend of fights. I caught the Inoue fight this morning, man. Had to set my alarm. The good thing is, though, I didn't really give a shit about the rest of the card that started at 5:45 in the morning. So I set my alarm for like 7:15, man. They was just getting to the ring. Doheny was getting to the ring. But man, that was a pretty good fight, man. Doheny, he came to fight, man. Let me tell you, like, he was touching Inoue up with that straight left. But yeah, man, that's a southpaw versus orthodox, so it's always going to be a little bit tricky for the orthodox fighter. Well, on both sides, but more so the orthodox fighter. So he was getting touched up by that straight right, man. But you could see the damage being done. Inoue landed some nasty body shots, man. They showed a replay in slow-mo of his body sending waves. But shout out to Doheny, man. He got a good you can't say good chin. He got a tough body right there, man, because he didn't even take a knee or anything, man. But you could see halfway through the fight, man, he was getting worn down. His face was getting touched up, red. And I don't really know if it was his back or anything. I think he was just taking a lot of damage, man, and just he couldn't take any more, man. But Two-Tone, what you think about that fight, man? The Inoue fight. You said you caught it this morning?
Yeah, I caught it, man. Inoue just got that man up out of there, man. Broke that man's back, man. He went full Bane on him. That's Inoue Bane's in the building now.
Yeah, man, broke that man's back. No Diddy. Yo, King Amin, what do you like? What would you like to see Inoue do next, man? You want to see him move up or keep defending at 122?
Honestly, really Sam Goodman, and I mentioned that on my post. Check it out, King Amin of Essex 1 on IG. What the hell has Sam Goodman got going on? He's sitting around on Twitter predicting the fight, doing a live commentary. This was supposed to be his fight at least 2 fights ago. So if Sam Goodman ain't gonna come and get that smoke, or there's no unification, 126 is funky, man. Of course, people want to shoot bout, and I could see that. And I think it was Juan from Houston described it as being a sort of like Godzilla comes to New York situation, and I like that. But it's still some featherweights that probably ain't having that because they believe they still like that. Robeisy Ramirez, all right. Rafael Espinoza, I think Mexico versus Japan. I think that is a live action fight. But again, that's a taller task, literally and figuratively, at featherweight. So, the marketability may lend itself with the Shushu bout, but he doesn't have much going on at 122 if he can't get the Goodman fight. And I don't even know who else is out there at 122. If somebody can help me out with that, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Honestly, he hasn't been challenged yet. All of his fights look easy. I definitely want to see him move up to 126 and actually face some killers, man, like Shushu. I mean, he's been facing killers, but I mean, another division above is a whole different animal. So I want to see him challenge, man. I want to see him really get hurt and overcome that, man. But yeah, that's my call, man. Shout out to y'all. I'm gonna keep listening to this.
Hey, and I
All
got
right.
one too. Inoue, right? In his first fight, moving up versus Bernardo.
Okay. I mean, off the loss.
Yeah, it's a comeback fight. If Ronaldo can't beat Inoue coming up, what else is he gonna do at 26? And maybe I'm classless for sounding like I'm discarding Ronaldo.
He ain't gonna beat him because of styles and Vinaldo's style. He's wide. Inoue is down the pipe. He is the definition of like technically sound. I don't think that ends well for Bernardo. I think he gets stopped. For sure.
Gotta come to America, man. If you a hooper, a basketball player, your dream to come to the NBA to play against Steph and LeBron, in a way, come to America, bro. We got to see it, bro.
Yeah, and before Drew call in and start going ape shit because we asked Inoue to come to America, I totally agree. Because not for nothing, I need a sample of that sangre, blood.
Yeah,
I need a sample of that sangre.
What Broner say? What's in his body? We gonna find out what's in his body.
He know my body. I know his body. I need to see what's in his body.
Yeah,
that's funny.
What's going on over there? Something nasty over there. I don't know. I'm just saying, something going on over there.
Nah, let me see it. That's all. Let me see. Let me take a peek at the turkey before I purchase it. You heard?
I seen Real Steel.
Real Steel. We got
underrated
Suleiman.
boxing movie. Facts.
Suleiman.
Okay, that's up. How you doing, that's up?
All right.
Yeah, man. So the guy he's looking for opponents. Why he didn't put him with MJ, man? 122-pounder. The guy that they only suffered one loss to Tapales. MJ only got one loss, a points loss to Tapales, which he knocked out. And that's a much more credible opponent than Veneto. Veneto got a blood clot in his brain, a brain bleed, bro, from his last fight.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, keep him at 122, man. There's no rush, man. There's no rush for him to go to 126 yet, man. There's still a lot of money he can make at 122, man. He got MJ right there. MJ's available, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I would like to see him fight MJ. MJ never been knocked down, never been dropped. You know what I'm saying? He was a unified champion. He should get a chance to fight Inoue. If he wants to fight over here in the States, everybody know who MJ is, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was you guys a good show, man. I'm enjoying this, man. But Veneto, I think Veneto Lopez should retire, man. He got a brain bleed already, man. You know what I'm saying? If he's gonna come up, the only guy he needs to fight is Angelo Leo, man. He's gonna come up to 126, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, and big shout out to the chosen one, Edgar Berlanga, man. I hope he retires Canelo permanently, and it gets rid of that circus, man, that circus attraction, and put professional boxing on top of the map. You know what I mean? Thank you very much.
All right.
And wishing on a star.
Let's see. Get to these super chats. Looks like first one of the day, Leonard Sterling, 2-pounder. Hirikawa called out Rayo. Is he the mandatory now? It could be. He did take Basuro's position, but you never become the mandatory overnight. This shit got to be ordered, called, all that shit. So won't really matter. Not yet, anyway. Next up, we got Adrian, $5. Any way to get Tio on and see what's going on with him and Eddie? I doubt he's ready to talk about it because I reached out to Punch and Punch hit him up, and he really only gave Punch a short answer. So that's his guy. If he's going to open up, it'll be with him first. Sparks, $2. Tank versus Tio would be a nice surprise. That would be nice. That would be nice. I don't think they would be doing it now, though. I'm sure Eddie wants to have at least one fight with Tio to work on things. Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $5. The Japanese probably look at a lot of U.S. B-sides the way we look at theirs. We don't know Doheny like they don't know Frank Martin. Inoue, bring bag emoji. The Axiom, member for 43 months on that contender level. Salute to you, champ. Inoue versus Rafael Espinoza in Las Vegas, then Shushu at the Garden. Daniel Vega, $2. What do you guys think of Sugar Nunez? That's Baby Joker's favorite fighter. Manuel LG, $2. What do you think about the Friday OTX card? I didn't watch it. Are you serious? They got to do better. Nobody was watching San Martin, bro. Get out of here. Ronnie from Phoenix. Good morning, TPV. Hope you had a blessed day. Ness, thanks for showing Holy Fraps AZ some love while in town. Sorry I missed you guys shooting for November. Flex emoji. You got it, champ. No worries. I wish we could have met up. We got D1. Yeah, I'm going to just go with that because I'm not sure what you wrote here. Say D1. Maybe that says supposed to say La Bomba. I don't know. Or La Bomba. No, not even Ba because there's no A, so that's definitely not it. I don't know. We're just going to welcome you to the prospect level, champ. Leonard Sterling back at us with another 5-pounder. Ashley Gonzalez Macias, WBC 150-pound champion. Gonzalez having a promotional issue. Kelly Reese Promotions, Cohen Promotions, Cruz versus Gangloff, September 28th. Step up. Damn, so they opened up a promotion company, Cohen with a KO? Like KO instead of, okay, I like that. Cohen. Cruz, $2. Inoue finish Maloney in the States. Stop the hating. Bro, Maloney's from Australia. Like, yo, somebody smack that dude. So Tone, check it out. You made a U.S. debut splash because you beat an Australian in America. Come on.
Right.
That's why they propping up Shushu because that Australian did fuck all. And don't get me wrong, I rock with Maloney. You see me throwing my Maloney shirts every now and then. But he's not known in America. That's not you again, you guys like to diminish fighters and promoters wanting their fighters to be a U.S. draw. You have this thing with Americans where you want to say boxing is worldwide and it's more than just America and all this other shit, which you're right. But when it comes to money, you're wrong. The money in boxing is here. The pay-per-view, the most pay-per-view dollars are here. The highest gates are here. So success is here. You can lie all you want about anything anyone is doing anywhere else in the world. It don't matter. No one ever reports Russian pay-per-views. We don't give a fuck about UK pay-per-views. It's never been a thing where it's like, oh shit, AJ's the face of boxing because he did 1.9 million UK pay-per-views. Never. It's never like that. You're not the man because you do pay-per-views in your country. You're the man if you do pay-per-views in America. It's not me saying it because I live here. It's just the facts. I've been covering the sport. We don't report any other way. It don't work that way. It just don't. And again, our pay-per-view is the most expensive. This is not a like me trying to get clout. Like, I don't want it to be the most expensive. But that's why the promoters want this market to remain the way that it is, because they get the most dollars here. You know, Turki Al-Sheikh, part of the show is that he wants to drop that pay-per-view price worldwide. Let's see, can he do that? You know, I already gave him the idea. You keep doing what you're doing at $20, you're forcing everyone else to step their game up and to drop their price, because the consumer's going to say, well, I'll just wait for another Turki Al-Sheikh card. If I'm going to pay $20 and get Wilder and get AJ and get Fury and get Usyk and all these names on one card, why am I paying $80 for just that guy? Because I won't even put a name on it so people don't start gangbanging. You know what I mean? Why am I paying $80 for one guy when I can pay $20 for 20 dudes with decent names and super good popularity? Like, I don't know, man. Hopefully he could get it done. But we got to stop lying, you know. I don't know how many examples I got to come up with. You know, we've had all these quote-unquote great UK fighters. Where's the quote? Where's the quote from Lennox, Bruno, AJ? You name the great fighter. Where's the quote that said, yeah, man, I want to fight in Wimbledon? No, they want to fight in the Mecca. They want to fight in Las Vegas.
Facts.
And I said that wrong. Strike all that. It's not any of them UK dudes. Name the American. Name the Japanese fighter, the Mexican fighter that says they want to fight in Wembley. Says they want to fight in the O2. They don't. They say they want to fight in the Mecca of boxing, New York City. They want to fight in Las Vegas. They don't want to fight in no Wembley or no O2, so stop lying, man. Like, I'm never going to let y'all lie. Boxers wake up every day wanting to fight in the Mecca. That's not the UK.
But Ness, I just want to be clear because I'm glad you cleared that up. Joshua and Dubois about to do like 90,000.
It don't matter. It don't matter. No boxer ever was quoted saying, I want to fight in Wembley. They all say, I want to fight in New York City. I want to fight in the Mecca of boxing in Las Vegas. That's just the truth. You can't find it.
I'm not disputing that, because some of Nigel Benn's best fight and his biggest fights, even back then, not just Las Vegas at the time, Atlantic City. A lot of fighters wanted to, be a draw in Atlantic City in the Trump Plaza. So I get your point. I just, didn't want you tarnishing the reputation in the venue that is Wembley. Wembley is a very historic venue for boxing. That's all.
For UK boxing, not historic for boxing. Name a historic fight that took place there that doesn't have to do with the UK.
Why you have to be a separatist? If it happened for UK boxing, that's boxing.
Thriller in Manila took place in Africa. It had nothing to do with them dudes. They were American. That is a historical event taking place in Africa. Like, you talking about UK dudes going to the corner store in the UK. That's not historical. That's typical. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of Americans hanging on the corner store.
Bro.
That's nothing new. That's what we do.
What makes it historical is the amount of seats. 90,000. Where in America is anybody packing anybody 90,000 in boxing? And that's what I'm saying. That's an important number. So please don't diminish that.
I never see you making it about numbers to give these airheads some arguing point. I never talked about numbers. I said no American fighter, Japanese fighter, Mexican fighter, Dominican fighter, Nigerian fighter ever woke up and said, I want to fight in Wembley. My dream is to fight in Wembley. Never said that. No Nigerian ever said that. None. My dream is to fight in America, in the Mecca of boxing, where Muhammad Ali fought, where he is from, where Mike Tyson is from, where the greats are from. That's what they don't get. And that's what they hate. But that's what your fighters yearn. They wake up, they run their miles begging to fight here on this soil. Respect America, bro. It's the land of opportunity. Y'all be disrespectful, bro. I'm not making it a us versus them. I'm just keeping it real. Until you send me the quote where I can start reading, the motherfucker said, yo, I want to fight in the Mecca of boxing, Wembley in the O2.
Guys, please find my obscure Derek Chisora quote so you can prove me right. I'm waiting. All right.
Yo, I wouldn't even give y'all credit if y'all found a Chisora quote. He's legend. He's Will Smith in the UK. He is legend out there. He's been on so many pay-per-views. And think about it. He's the only non-world champion. See, people seem to forget that he's never won a world title because he's been in so many world title fights. He's a non-champion pay-per-view draw. Of course he's going to be proud of where he's from. He's also a non-champion that gets to throw chairs, throw bottles, spit on people, slap people. So of course he's gonna be.
Tables.
I thought I said throw chairs. Maybe I said Maybe I said chairs instead of tables. But in the Regis thing, you see through the fucking table. Like, of course I'm gonna big up my country because they protected me. They're not letting me go to jail. I didn't go to jail when me and David Hay hit each other. And David hit me with a bottle. I didn't go to jail. I didn't go to jail or get detained when I slapped the shit out of Vladimir Klitschko, or when I spit a whole mouthful of water on Vitaly. Maybe I got the names backwards. Maybe he smacked the other one, spit on the other one, but I know he did it to both brothers. You understand? So that's a poor example because that's a dude that gets favor in his country all the time. All the time. Treese, what up?
Yo. What up, though?
Yo,
what up,
I
though?
haven't rung the bell. I haven't rung the bell. Do you know any Ohio fighter that ever said he wanted to fight in Wembley and not in Las Vegas or New York?
Lord Albert Bell.
Hey, nah. We ain't if Joe Cordina had found a way to keep that belt, you feel me? I think my guy Albert Bell would have made a way over there. But nah, not right now. I can't think of it right now. No, not at the moment. But that's funny. Hey, you funny as fuck, man. Why you got to do that to the like? Hey, I'm with King Amin though with the numbers, man. Hey, there's 90,000, man. It's about the eyeballs, visibility, man. We need it. If you was the like I say, Shakur, best ability is his visibility. If you was gonna send Shakur over there to who he fighting over there, but I know he got this Joe Cordina lined up, but like I don't think Shakur ever said he wanted to fight in the O2 or whatnot either. So I don't know, man. I get his thigh, boy. I don't know.
I'm just saying, man. If Shakur goes to the UK to fight Cordina, is doing nothing for his marketability except from an international point for visibility, which means views, not pay-per-view dollars because they're not buying his American pay-per-view, not tickets because what is really going to be the conversion of the fighter, the fan that sees Shakur in the UK on television and says, "Oh, I'm going all the way to America to watch his next fight." So he's not gonna convert ticket sales either. Like, I'm just saying, bro. Look, there's markets for a reason. They never called the world one market. It's individual markets, the different regions. You know,
hey, I'm with
reason.
Speaking of world. Bingo. Speaking of world markets, I know y'all talking about bringing Inoue over here to the U.S. and whatnot, but I'm hearing everybody talking about putting him up at 126. If you want to stay at 122, I know it's a guy who keeps saying his name, who nipping at his heels. I know, Nish, you didn't watch the OTX, but Elijah Pierce. They could think about him. They should think about him. Bring Inoue over to Atlanta.
I swear, it's only one. It's always trees. Like every trees call has to have one curveball in it. This dude said.
But let me burn. My man's is ranked number. He ranked number 3 in the WBA. You feel me? Inoue got all the belts. It's basically like the Canelo situation. Once you get up there, you feel me? You can only fight the guy who got the belts. Inoue got the belts. Elijah Pierce, he right there. Your man just lost the Doheny guy, so he gonna move up.
So Elijah the Wolf Pierce went 10, and you want him to get a shot at
I mean, shit. I
He
mean,
went
why
10
not?
he
None of
went-
these guys.
he
It ain't
went
his fault
10.
that he had 122. I mean, it ain't
I
like
mean,
it
I'm
ain't
just
it ain't
saying,
like
he went
you
10 with a
name a
journeyman.
guy at 122 that you
But-
think of as
but
like a guy who
No,
gonna take.
I'm just saying he went 10 with a journeyman.
I can't help that. It's about him being in the position that he in.
Jose San Martin has 9 losses and 1 draw, and he is 31 years old.
Hey, I can't help that. It ain't about that. You feel me? It's about y'all telling me it's the Inoue show. We trying to get Inoue to America. I'm saying the guy
But
that
that's what I'm
talking
saying.
about-
Like, how is Pierce
I'm talking
helping
because
him?
he's a guy who's gonna be up next in the rankings for his
I
title
gotta
shot.
go, man. I gotta go.
If he's amended,
That was the
by the
bell.
way, let me burn. I sent you a counter. Let me burn. By the way, let me burn.
Man, you
I'm just.
wildin'. Listen, why would I'm gonna shut up?
This wasn't even my call, Ness. I'm just saying, if he up for the mandatory shot, you feel me? He due for a title shot,
for no
and we want
mandatory. Why is you lying?
look at the rankings in the WBA. The man just lost. Who in front of him? He gonna move up. He moving up. You feel me? If Inoue coming to America,
he not ready.
Come on.
He at number 3, and Moradon is in front of him. And Inoue is already the champion. Like.
That's what I'm saying. We had to. Y'all just told me that Inoue got 3 fights at 122, man. If Elijah Pierce is there, Inoue come on to America, touch the feet. Well, not touch the feet. You already been to America,
Where's
but come
Elijah
on to.
from? Is he from Ohio?
That's not that wasn't my call. That was what I was trying to call. Anyway,
This dude is
I
from
heard
Lawrenceville, Georgia. Why is you backing him like this?
Hey man, I'm just saying, man. You the one who always said that I only rep Midwest fighters, man. I rep fighters in general, man. I love boxing. What can I say, man? I want Inoue to come to Atlanta. Shit, give me a reason to come. Don't give me no reason to come to Atlanta. Shit, Inoue fighting in Atlanta. What can I say about that, bro? We keep hearing Elijah Pierce put I'll spar Tank and shit. We've been talking about Inoue and Tank. Fuck it. I'm just saying, bro.
Stop.
Come to Atlanta. But that's not what I'm here for, gang. That's not what I'm here for, gang. I hear you talking about this Ernesto Mercado fella. You feel me? I heard you talk about my guy Montana Love. I'm with that. I like that. I know your man Ernesto. He was just in Detroit and shit, so that could be a Midwest Mafia fight. Eddie Hearn, if you listening, find a way to get your man Ernesto over here to Cleveland or something with Montana Love or in Detroit or something. I like that. Or if not, your Dominican brethren, my man Alfredo Santiago. I don't know what he doing, who just got the win over Angel Fierro. You feel me? I like that fight for your boy too. That'll be a good fight. But your man Pacheco, he not ready for no motherfucking Canelo. We don't need to see that. I get that he might be in the mix for it, but this is out of control. And while I'm on here, hey, William Cepeda, fuck you, gang. You're the ultimate ducker, bro. You in line for big title shots, bro. You got like 1 or 2 title shots in line and shit, and you not taking them. I'm hearing you talking about Tevin Farmers and all this garbage shit.
What you
I got a
about?
fighter. Let me burn. No, fuck that, Ness. I got a fighter who been waiting for 2 years for a title shot, bro, and we ain't got it. And I got guys like William Cepeda who turning down title shots, bro. I'm not with it. My guy Albert Bell need his title shot, gang. William Cepeda. Yeah, Albert Bell need his title shot, man. William Cepeda fight for a belt, man. Get with it or get lost, man. This shit out of control, bro.
What
title
shot did he turn down? You misunderstanding the information,
I'm hearing Shakur Stevenson was in the mix for him. I'm hearing that he not taking that fight.
Where is you getting all this fake information from? Shakur took a 2-fight deal. How many times Eddie Hearn got to tell you?
You may feel like it's your time.
How the fuck is it William fault that Shakur took $5 million to fight a fucking dude all coming off a loss? How is it Shakur? How is it Cepeda for the Shakur sign?
He in the line for the Baranchek fight too, right?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Why ain't he taking that fight? And I'm hearing about Tevin Farmers and shit like this, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Who is William Cepeda signed to?
Golden Boy.
Okay. Who did fucking Shakur sign to?
Master. That's not who I just asked you about Baranchek. I don't care about none of this. I'm talking about Whiny. And then you gonna tell me stop breaking off. But you telling me they all working with the Sheik.
Go,
and the Sheik got the Turkey. No, you telling me they all working with the same guy, bro.
That was the bell.
He can make these.
This dude is wilding. You see what I'm saying? Like they just literally changed the subject that quick. You just saying and telling the world that William turned down fights. William don't got no new contract. Ain't nobody reporting that William got a 2-fight deal. but it's William this ducking Shakur. Like, y'all so stupid. Eddie Hearn's actually doing interviews anywhere he can saying they got a 2-fight deal. He literally telling you Turki wanted him in a 2-fight deal. He said the shit. But you blaming William. This is the plan. The plan is to showcase Shakur versus Cordina. Hopefully get a knockout. Same thing is going to be happening to Cepeda, and they meet in February. How many times I got to tell you? This shit has been reported. Like, y'all don't want to read? It's free information. You can't be blaming people. Like, my man took a 2-fight deal, and this is the way Atlas Sheik structured it. Y'all both get a tune-up to showcase, and y'all fight in February. So, yes, Cepeda is in talks to be possibly fighting another southpaw in Tevin Farmer to continue to prepare for the slick black southpaw in Shakur. What's wrong with that? Like, don't you know boxing? How is you shaming a dude for continuing to go on the right path? Like, it don't make no sense, bro. Y'all's extra mean for no reason. Got be cool, what up? Dude just doing his thing. This will be his 4th southpaw in a row. It looked like he getting ready for some Shakurs and tanks to me.
What's going on, Chant? What's going on, gentlemen?
What up?
What up?
Yeah, he beat me. I was gonna tell you look up what I sent you, but I guess the news is out. You know what I'm saying? So I sent you that news right now. Ted versus William Cepeda in November. So yeah, that's gonna happen in November. But it is what it is. What I want to touch on with Inoue, I think there's a lot of fights for him at 22, man. I think a lot of people are overthinking this division. I mean, I think the Cardenas, that kid, I think he's Mexican, right? Ramon Cardenas, isn't he fighting Picasso? Y'all know about that or no?
I don't know. You talking about
Yeah,
Allen?
I think he's fighting.
Oh
Nah,
yeah,
Ramon,
he just
Alan
won
Picasso,
on Saturday. They're trying to set up a Picasso fight. Yeah.
Yeah, Picasso versus Cardenas. That's supposed to happen late this year too. So if that happens, then that'll be the winner. That'll be decent for Inoue. Or like my man was talking about earlier. I mean, yeah, I was looking for American champion, but I mean, it may be too. That was going to be the rebuttal. Is it too early for Pierce to sit here and fight it Inoue? You know, he really hasn't been much of any. He hasn't
Bro,
really
how
proven
is
anything.
Piers jumping the line?
No,
like,
I'm going by the rankings, and you're looking for an American, so he fits the repertoire, right?
Okay.
But yeah, that's all that comes about. In a way, you know, Sam Goodman is another name, and that other kid that I forgot who was it that mentioned Davies. Those are good names for him to make money in and stay busy in that 122 division. Anybody besides that, I don't see much else happening. You know, he already beat kind of the other guys already on there. He beat the Topless, he beat the Neri. You know, those are all decent names. You know, so I don't see much from him after that. I think after that, like you guys kind of said, 4 fights, and then he moves up to 26. That makes sense to fight those guys if that happens. You know, as far as the Pacheco fight, it was decent. Again, I don't think he's still ready for any of these top names at the weight division. He still needs a lot of work. I hate the fact that they rush these kids up so quick, because they have a little bit of fame, and you put them up there and they get hurt. Man, my boy Barroso's, I'm mad at the fact he got KO today. I was hoping more out of him. I still want that fight. I want that rematch between him and Rolly. That'll be a great fight. I know he's getting older, but I still want that rematch. I want him to get his get back. Or even to see him and Cruz, Isak Cruz fight just for the hell of it. But it goes to show,
that's the bell,
age
champ.
does get to you eventually, right?
Cliff, actually, let me go to Discord. I'm doing 1 for 1. We got H-Town.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, Sean, baby. Hey, now we know it's all clear, Ness. Now we know why David Benavidez ran a 75. He didn't want that Pacheco smoke.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Yeah, and now they want you to fight your stablemate. Man, you guys, you ain't
Hey,
even finished waking up
I,
hating, bro. Come
hey,
on.
I like to congratulate Jose Benavidez Sr. on properly managing his fighter to hopefully be in line for the Canelo shot. Doing a great job. Congratulations. Congratulations. Hey, but Inoue, man, that's a monster. The fight is they wanted Japan and Nakatani to come up from 18 and face him, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they'll go ahead and move up, man. You got you got your Leos up there and your balls, and you never know, man. You get that start. Try to work on that 3-time undisputed. I don't see no other. I mean, there's fights for him, but I mean, more legacy. It's what I see him wanting. And man, I want to see him. I want to see him go all the way up to 130. Ness. I want to see him to go all the way up to 130. Then, so we could have that potential tank coming down. Super fight. I mean, what else? What else would be bigger than that? I don't see anything bigger than that for him in his career. The Nakatani fight could wait. I mean, that's the passing of the torch fight, I believe. But yeah, hey, Two Tone, yeah, tell Jose he's doing a good job, though. You know what I mean? He's still my dog, Two Tone, but he's gonna get his fight of that money. He's gonna get his fight of that money. I'm out.
We sleeping on Bam Rodriguez fighting in a way, possibly in a mega fight, meeting somewhere.
I mean, Bam gonna have to move up. That's a lot, right? He gonna have to move. Inoue's at 22. He would have to move up now. What, he gonna keep letting him move up? He would be at a weight advantage, disadvantage if he keeps letting him move up. He needs to do it now if he really wants it. Hot Hands Boxing, $2. Danny's on the thumbnail, but I don't see him on the panel. My thumbnail guy had a long weekend like I did, so he was just leaving his hotel this morning, so he was not able to prepare a brand new shiny thumbnail for us. So we went with the old TBV in the morning for days like this. It happens to still have Danielle. We got Years Lurking, $2. Rareness L. Inoue gate is $20 million. Rareness L. Man, and didn't I say the biggest gates is here in America? I'm pretty sure Tank Gate is bigger than this. Floyd Gate is bigger than this. Canelo Gate is bigger than this. Canelo Triple G is bigger than this. Now, granted, if you are right and he's doing $20 million with random Dohenys, that is great. That is great. But that just means there's still more money here in America. That's all it means. We still got the highest gates. The records still belong to us, but thanks for the $2. DC3, $2. You guys think he really getting drug tested? I don't know. I don't follow his career like that to know if he's on VADA. I would assume he's on VADA being a WBC champion for so many different divisions, I don't question him, you know what I'm saying? I don't just go around, assuming people dirty until they pop dirty. Cruz, $2. I'm just saying, Inoue ain't cheating because he been here. What the hell does that mean?
I guess that's to me and Tone.
Oh, yeah.
When we was talking about that earlier. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I just, let me see it. That's all. And again, I'm not questioning. Let's talk about his skills. Like Ness say, he's a straight up the pipe kind of puncher, and the power was good. I'm not even doubting the fact that it travels when he moves up to 126.
No, but that's natural. Listen, don't feel and I'm not saying you are feeling the need to take anything back or word it differently, because this happened to Pacquiao. Inoue is not greater than Pacquiao yet. He's still working on his legacy. Pacquiao was an 8-division champion that got questioned because his power carried up. It's something that doesn't normally happen. So when your power carries up like Pacquiao, Virgil seems to be carrying his power up as well. You have to start to question. We have to be made sure that these fighters are clean and that it's not anything other than, natural ability. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when a fighter's moving up in weight. That is natural to question. It's been done to fighters before him, so it's not like anyone is, singling him out. Pacquiao went through this. DC3 $2. Didn't Inoue opt out of VADA one fight? I have no clue. Again, I am not Inoue well-versed like that. We're going to need Drew to call back in. I don't know nothing about that, or J-Ro, who stopped calling this show a long time ago, but those dudes are more on the smaller divisions. I've never seen a headline that he opted out of VADA, though. I don't know anything about that. Neil's water bottle 5-pounder. Americans don't even respect their own boxers, so why should the world respect the U.S.? American flag emoji. Offers nothing for non-Latin boxers. Get with the times, old man. I have no clue what you're talking about. First of all, only a dude from UK sending pounds would say some stupid shit like that. That last sentence, America offers nothing for non-Latin boxers. I'm sorry, is Floyd Latin? Okay, because he milked the game. He milked the game. What in the hell is he talking about? I'm sorry. Technically, is Danny Garcia Latin? Or is he Philly Rican, as he likes to call himself? Is he American from Philly? Is he American from Philly? But besides that, did the game not treat Broner well and Mike Tyson well and Evander well? Like, you cannot now counter my argument and say, well, how's Broner doing these days? Mismanagement of money isn't our issue. That's not America's issue either. America provided them with the opportunity. I called it the land of opportunity. I said respect that. And I seen them all get opportunities. What's up, champ?
Larry Holmes did financially well even under Don King. So it's bread to be made.
Yeah, I mean, saying that America doesn't offer non-Latin boxers anything is weird. Then telling me to get with the times. You can tell that's a dude out of the culture. And that's what I'm saying. That's just a dude reaching to defend my statement of no American wakes up to say, I want to fight in Wembley one day. No, bro. They want to fight in Vegas and in New York, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying it as a slight to anyone. It's just I interview fighters for a living. They've never told me that. I gotta be like, yo, would you like to fight in Wembley in front of 90,000? I mean, they put on some, yeah, I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like they sitting in a chair ready to tell you, like, yo, I'm dying to go to the O2. It's like, that's not what's happening, so we can stop the cap. Unbiased Brim, what up? Shit, Unbiased Brim. Fuck. Treese, I'm sorry, Treese. I will get to you right after him. I apologize. Go ahead, Brim.
Good morning, man. Two-Tone and King, y'all diabolical when it comes to Inoue, man. Y'all diabolical because y'all insinuating real slick undertones with that statement y'all made. Y'all nasty. Listen, at the same time, Ness, you've been talking about, listen, America may be the mecca of, with quotations, but some of that luster is gone. And last time I checked, lower weight divisions, that ain't where the cash at for America. Where the cash at is where Inoue fighting at. So y'all need to stop the madness. That is why Stephen Cool Boy Fulton brought his ass over to Japan, because if he brought Inoue ass over to America, the money wasn't the same.
True, but
don't tell me about this. I'm not finished. Let me finish my statement, then you can counter. So at the very essence of what we talking about, the lower weight classes, when we get below 130 pounds, most American fans don't give a shit. You know why? Because you just said you wasn't well versed in Inoue history. So that you perfectly summed it up and explained it. So y'all can't be putting this America stamp on lower weight class when the America stamp is not where it's at in the lower weight class. The stamp is where the stamp is, where the money is, and the money is where Inoue fights. In the story. Now you may
again, if that's the case, this wasn't my original counter, but if that's the case, why are they trying to sell them to us? Why are they forcing a U.S. debut? It is not us asking him to come here. It is them telling us they want him to come here. And my true counter was, if what you're saying is true, why are their hearts and their sights set on Tank? It's their promoter talking about Tank. Last I checked, Ellerby said, man, we don't want to fight them. That's insane. They talking about Tank, but you talking about the money over there. Yeah, for some people, not for Tank.
I mean, you listen more Tank is because you're reaching a certain weight class.
Not for Tank.
Tank is on a
answer my question, though. Answer my question. Answer my question. Answer my question. Answer my question. The super fight happens. The super fight happens with Inoue and Tank. Does it happen in Las motherfucking Vegas or does it happen in fucking?
Absolutely.
All right.
That's
then.
absolutely.
End the story.
Absolutely.
Then. End the story.
But you'll be saying the story. But what weight class is Tank at?
Again, Tank is only in the equation.
Doesn't matter.
No. They open that door. They open that door.
Because you don't have no champion 120 below 126 that does that for the American fan base.
That's not true. That's not true because everybody called in.
Tell me who.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, my brother. I'm giving you the facts of the callers who called in today. The callers that called in today suggesting fighters for Inoue were all at 26. No one mentioned Tank. I'm only bringing up Tank because his promoter brought up Tank. No one mentioned Tank. We all good. We all good with Leo. Somebody even said Fernando. Another dude said Rafael. There was the other champion we mentioned.
He got almost 3 fights at 122 left. He got Goodman, MJ. I mean, he can still be at 122 and continue to fight. We want him to go to 126 because with the action we feel like is better and
don't nobody care about Goodman. Because don't nobody care about Goodman. Because don't nobody care about Goodman. That's why we want him to go to 26. Don't nobody care about MJ. You can say all you want. I heard Baby Joker, he got MJ problems. Don't nobody care, though. It's what the public cares about.
Well, you know what? If you want a new way in America, man, y'all better get Shu a damn title at 126.
We don't
Make
want
it happen.
Him. We don't want him. That is top rank.
Make it happen.
That's top rank.
Make it snappy.
That's top rank. We ain't asked for a new way to come here. Top rank is telling them they want to bring him here. That's not us. That's his promoter saying they want to come here and do an American pay-per-view.
I know you did not say it's not y'all to drink. No, I know you did not just say to me that it's not us that wants a new way to come to America. When you got Two-Tone and King talking about we want to see what's in his blood. We want him to come to America. And that's a lot of insinuating from American fan. I can't believe you trying to stand on that hill, Ness. You better stop it.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with what they say.
You don't believe? Yo, hold up.
Don't
be mad at me. Don't be mad at me because I believe in stop and frisk. Pat that motherfucker down and see if he got a gun on him.
Word. Marcos, welcome to the show.
What's up?
Marco, you know what time it is. That stop and frisk. Marco smile when he hear about that stop and frisk. He's like, yeah. Pat him down. Throw him against the wall. Check his fucking ankle for a holster. See if he got that thing on him.
Hey, they say he hitting like he got a gun. Man, we gotta see. Shit. What's up, though, Marcos? Buenos dias.
He broke his back.
Yeah, that was weird.
Did they interview the Irish dude? Did he say what happened, or we don't know exactly?
No, they don't care. And that's the funny thing. When it was Wilder doing this, they cared and they questioned, right? Like, right away, they thought Malik Scott took a dive. Like, this dude, look at the way that he got hit. He didn't even really go down. He put himself down. He had, like, a spasm. No one questioned, was this, him just taking a paycheck,
But Inoue was cracking. Holy shit. Cracking. That was impressive. I mean, the Irish guy was tough too. He was older, 37. People said, it's a crap fight, tune-up, blah, blah, blah. But, it was entertaining. That's why I'm surprised the dude kind of ended the fight the way he did, because he was Irish. Those cats are tough.
Nah, he was certainly trying, but he was outgunned. You know, Inoue kept landing that right hand to the body to set him up. That's what it was, to slow him down, set him up, but or just take whatever was available. But he landed a lot of right hands to the body.
Inoue's power, man, and his balance. To me, he has some of the best balance in boxing. I believe that his balance is the key to his power. But who does he fight? Like, Tank's really not realistic, I don't think. I don't think that's going to happen. What, the other dude, the other Japanese dude? I forget his name.
Nakatani?
Yeah, him. Maybe him?
I guess.
Wasn't that the same name of the Die Hard building? I believe it was.
I mean, it's the same name as the other Nakatani that Tio fought and Loma fought.
That was a Die Hard building, I'm pretty sure. The Nakatani Tower. But whatever. That's for us old people.
You talk about the Die Hard movie?
Yeah, the movie, Die Hard.
Oh.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
We got Raj with the $2. Do you really believe Virgil's carried power to 154? Yeah. I mean, I didn't see Sergey walk over him. Did I think that Sergey maybe deserved the nod and did better than what people thought? Yes. But I also seen, Virgil, like, come on. Sergey says no, he didn't get hurt, but we seen Virgil hurt him. So, yeah, I think his power carried up. I think it's safe to say his power carried up. And that's what I'm saying. He doesn't get questioned. That's what? 140, 147, now 154 with power. Now, to you, to the casual, his power didn't carry because he didn't keep the knockout streak. Nah, that doesn't mean anything to me. Julio Guzman, $2. Lennox for more in America for the money. Thank you. Proving the point. Octo, $2. Where did get that smoking teddy bear on the... Oh, someone sent me to this, and I hate that I forgot who sent it to me, but shout out to whoever sent it to me. This is Benny the Smoking Bear, and that's ganja my man is smoking. And we smoke a lot of that over here. Shout out to Hardin. They're about to open in 3 minutos. Don't forget to tell them TBV sent you. Take a screenshot. Shout out to my man this weekend that said he took a screenshot or a picture and said he had went to Hardin and he was trying to check me out. I was in Phoenix, though. We would have smoked one together. Next time, though, if you in the city, hit me before. I got these coupons too, man. But I'm only giving these if you for sure take the picture. But we got these coupons right here. They like poker chips. So this is $5 off. So not only do you get the 15% if you use my code, you could also use this Hardin chip and get $5 off.
What was the talk before? The guy with the caller was saying that he should come to America or he shouldn't.
Well,
he said he don't have to.
Yeah, people are trying to say he doesn't have to come to America, but
and you guys
my
believe
defense,
otherwise.
No, my argument is his promoter wants him to come to America. Both of them.
We said he is at the end, right?
Both of them, though, Bob and Tekken, they've been planting the seeds the last 3-4 fights. Like that's what they want. He's come to America, but they want him to be a draw in America as much as he is over there, which obviously will be difficult. He's a real big draw over there. He's got to get a big fight over here. Octo, $2. But that's going to be interesting. I want to see, Ricky Hatton, man, we need another Ricky. Who's our Ricky? And I don't care what country he comes from. But Ricky brought 30,000 people to this city right here.
I know, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that guy? They talk about this Inoue. Go, okay, show me. Come to America, sell it out.
I'll tell you, man. I was at the Prince Nassim versus Kevin Kelly fight live, and it was half Brits, man. He brought them.
Bro, that's what you got to give the UK credit for. They got some diehard fans, man. That's why they're gonna have 90,000, bro. They got 90,000 for AJ Dubois. 90,000 for that.
Easy, sold out. Was that Wembley?
I guess.
Yep.
DC3, $2. It's a reason Eddie may be his way over here. I guess you meant making his way over here. And where exactly is here? Because Eddie been in America with Matchroom USA. We got Jay Gilroy, or Gillory, excuse me, $3 with the hippopotamus in the pajamas. Maybe it's a skydiving hippopotamus sticker. Jiff, salute, though. Appreciate you. DC3, $2. Timboski, your boxer want to fight. Excuse me, your boxers want to fight in Vegas and New York City. That is true. G-Von, what up? Oh, my God, G-Von, it's supposed to be Treese. Give me a minute. Treese, I'm so sorry. We going to you right now. G-Von, give me a minute. Treese got this counter like 9 minutes ago.
Yo.
Apologies, my brother.
I appreciate it. What up, though? What up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though? Hey, man. By the way, that motherfucker, William Cepeda, man, he ranked number 1 in every single sanctioning body, gang. I consider that to be a problem, my boy. How you number 1? How you number 1? I'm just told you why. I got a fighter. I've been trying to get a title shot. Let me burn this.
You consistently burn on things you're wrong on. Just number
one. How is it first off, I'm not wrong about him being number 1 in every single sanctioning body.
It doesn't make you the mandatory. It don't make you the mandatory. You just number 1.
So who mandatory for Shakur then?
You act like he could just say, "Yo,
who mandatory for Shakur? Who mandatory for Shakur?
Was it ordered? Because I'm going to Google right now what Shakur Cepeda ordered. That's what you need to ask yourself.
Who gonna see? All right, man. So,
was it ordered? Was it ordered?
So we can just. So what the fuck is the point of the rankings then? We just got like I don't get it. What is he there for?
What you
mean?
Like
it don't make no. What you mean? What I mean? It don't make no sense. Fuck is the rankings there for? If you telling me he number 1 and he next up for the title shot, why the fuck ain't you telling him to get out the way then?
He number 1, and when the fight gets ordered for the WBA or the IBF or the WBC, then he's got to get into negotiations. So according to Bad Left Hook, the WBC has ordered that fight, and that's exactly why it's happening. There's an agreement, but you don't want to listen to that. The agreement is we fighting in February.
In February. All right, bet. February. So what's Cepeda doing until then? So he not gonna take a fight.
He doing the same. He doing the same thing Shakur doing. Shakur blessed him because Shakur get in the bag. He gets a tune-up bag. Don't you get it?
All I'm saying, man, listen, man. The man is. I'm watching this guy in the way, man. To me, that shit is in the way. So take a fucking fight then in between February. If you lose, you lose. If not, you don't.
Fight.
Whatever. I don't give a damn.
Oh my God.
Listen, man. Point being, man. With this Inoue shit, I keep hearing y'all talking about ain't no fighter for any. What about this Bam Rodriguez, man? Why ain't nobody saying Bam Rodriguez?
Too little.
Bam in the ring with Inoue, man.
Bam he would have to move up. Remember, he's at 115.
So what?
Inoue is at 22.
We asking Inoue to move up for Tank and shit.
No, we not. That's his promoter. No, the fuck we not. Tank ain't even asking for that. That's his promoter.
Man, come on, bro.
His promoter trying to get him a bag.
No fight.
His promoter trying to get him a bag. He ain't supposed to.
No fight.
And neither does Canelo. They not supposed to.
At least we can admit, this shit. So they don't want to fight nobody. All right, say less then. All right. Shout out TPV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Albert Bell, number 1 130 pounder, October 26th, Dallas, Texas.
You ask for Tank. Tank don't ask for you. You ask for Tank. Tank don't ask for you. You ask for Canelo. Canelo don't ask for you. You ask for
people
AJ.
will bend over backwards to fight
AJ
Tank.
Don't ask for you.
Oh.
Come on, man. Like, that's how it goes. Y'all out here wilding. Y'all know who's the A side and who's in charge.
What's the promoter job then? Like, I don't get it.
The promoter job is to get his fighter in position so that he don't gotta ask for fights no more. Look at Shakur. Wasn't he asking for fights? And guess what? He ain't gotta ask for fights no more.
I feel that shit crazy. All right,
let me get to G-Von, yo.
Yo, real quick before you go to G-Von, I gotta cut up out of here.
All
King
right.
Amin Invest 1 on IG, King Amin Invest 1 on Twitter, Championship Rounds on YouTube. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
G-Von is on
It's
you.
a shame. It's a shame he had to dip out because I had some comments for him and shit. But yeah, look, Ness, I've had a counter since Friday. You know what I mean? You cut the show early on Friday. Then my counter never got to me. That shit was crazy.
You could get it. You could get it, bro.
but-
All you had to do is hit me up and tell me that. You know that.
But I was patiently waiting, whatever. It is what it
A
is.
reminder is a healthy pull up, champ. Yo, champ, I got a counter from Friday. Let me get that.
Hey
He
man,
was good.
I added you right here in the 24/7 on the little chat, whatever, a couple times, whatever. So it is what it is, man.
You still
But
got
look,
it though.
man,
This your free
shout
call,
out to
all right?
everybody who even. All right, man, respect it, man. Well, shout out to everybody who even cared about the Inoue fight, because I mean, shit, we were up. It was like 15 of us, the back court. You know what I mean, watching the fights, talking about the fights. It was actually good fights on the card. The undercard was good. Barroso, I mean, that shit was crazy. You know, and Inoue did what the fuck he's been doing. But I don't know, Ness. I think it's 50-50 because sometimes people do want to go out of the country. I mean, don't we have Canelo talking about he's gonna fight in Japan? Don't we have Eddie Reynoso talking about they want to fight in Saudi, they want to fight in Europe, they want to fight in Africa? I mean, all kinds of crazy shit. Like they want to fight all over the world. This is a global sport. But I mean, you know, I guess at the end of the day, most of the money is here. But at the same time, some of the guys that we consider stars in Japan, nobody knows who the hell they are. So they really don't care. They rather see Inoue fight the people he's fighting right now. I mean, well, some of the people, except for like, you know, like the dude he fought today, they probably don't even know who he is because I barely even know who he is. But you know, it's a I don't know, it's a 50-50 thing when it comes to where people want to see people fight or where fighters want to fight. Because you know, people have their fan bases, people have their audiences, and people also have their wish list. We have Canelo, the biggest fucking the face of boxing, talking about going to Japan and other countries and shit. But you know, it is what it is. My only thing what I mean though was, you know, it's craziness that the other day you wanted Marco to recant some of his statements, and you even went off on me saying that, hey, you know, he's a host of the show, whatever he says reflects on you know, the show and the brand and whatnot. But you know, we all know we went through this the first time. Marco's a white man, so he ain't allowed to have his opinion. But I mean, he said what he said about Inoue possibly being dirty, and there wasn't no allegedly. There ain't been no accusations like that from any other fighters. It's just something that he said, but him as a host doesn't get checked on it. Maybe because he's a black man. I don't know. I guess that's
And
the way he
check for what
operates. Because he,
exactly?
because he,
What was
because
you supposed to get checked
even
for?
even when
You may feel
somebody
like
try
it's your
to
time.
You want to
check you on
use
it,
you want to
But it's
use
not
your
your
you said,
time.
counter?
hey, I ain't
You
part
want
of
to use
that.
your
That
counter?
those are his
Do
opinion.
you want to use your counter?
Was that?
Do you
I mean, you know,
want
might as
to?
well. Might as well. Might as well. Let's run it, man. Because you know, I ain't got much else to say, but you know, it is what it is, you know. I just think it's craziness because and someone called you out on it. I think it was on Bias Brim saying, you know, hey, you know, you kind of saying that dude dirty without no real
No,
proof.
he
You know,
didn't
you
call
just
me
throwing
out. He
accusations
didn't
out
call
there,
me out. He told
and then
them. He
you said,
said them. He said
but
them.
then
And my
yeah,
defense for Amin, maybe you didn't hear me. My defense was don't retract because this ain't got nothing to do about race. That's just your stupidity. That's why I said you're the closet racist. This has nothing to do about
I
race. This has,
mean, nah, man.
excuse me, this has
I mean,
everything to
you
do
can
with a
spin it that
fighter.
way.
This has everything to do with a fighter moving up multiple divisions. Manny Pacquiao is greater than Inoue until proven differently. Until Inoue keeps
You
doing
can
what he's
spin it
doing,
that way,
Manny
Ness. But
Pacquiao
at the
was
end of the day,
questioned and he's
a
Filipino. Fuck
a
out of
lot
here.
of times when
Everything you say
somebody,
is
a
about
lot of
racism
times,
because that's who you
a lot of
are. That's
times,
who you are.
nah, man.
Yes, man.
I'm an American.
Yes.
I'm a
No, you're
realist.
a
I'm an
racist.
American. I'm a
You're a
realist.
racist
Nah,
with
man. You
racial
could
views.
call it how
That's
you
who
want
you
to,
are.
but that's
That's who
exactly
you
why
are.
Democrats like you are exactly why we have these
I don't even
Venezuelans taking
fucking
over
vote, my
neighborhoods in
friend. I'm not
America.
allowed to vote. So there you go. You again,
I
jackass.
mean, see, that's not now. You just want to be disrespectful. It is
I
what it
mean,
is,
you
man.
being
When you get called out on
disrespectful.
your
You
bullshit,
being
you don't know what else to
disrespectful.
do
You
but to
being
play victim.
disrespectful.
You know what I
You
mean?
being disrespectful.
You pull out
Play
victim
victim.
card. You
All
do it
you
the
do
same
is
way that a
play
lot
the
of these other
racial
people do
card,
it.
man.
You
All you
do it
do is
how a
play
lot
the
of these other
racial
people
card.
do when they don't know what to say. They
My dude, get the fuck out of here. All you do is play the racial card. So you not even on the show no more, dog. All your calls end in racial shit. Nobody wants to hear your garbage. We talking boxing. You talking racism. That's all you do. Kick fucking rocks, man. Cliff, what up? Closet ass racist, man. Like, I've been doing this shit for 14 years, man. We know dudes like you. That's all his calls ever got to do with.
right?
Inoue, how many divisions Inoue moved up? How many Pacquiao moved up? How many fucking accolades does Pacquiao have? Fuck is we talking about?
And he's still getting called motherfucking steroids and everything. They had the same. Yo, I told you, the black callers on this show are not calling up here bringing up race. It's this selective small group. And
It's
I'm not gonna
him.
say
That's
it's
why he
all
ain't on this
selective.
show no more. Ain't nobody got time to hear none of that garbage he talking. Fuck out of
And his
here.
crew.
I gave him hella
His crew.
time and hella chances and hella calls. He's exposed himself. That's all he ever wants to do. Nobody want to hear that shit. We tired of it. What up, Cliff?
Let's go. I agree with you though. Everybody knows it. But anyways, yo, I did agree with you on the when they trying to compare Las Vegas and New York to Wembley, they bugging because I don't always agree with Ness. I'll go with what's right. They're bugging because those eyes is not the same eyes as American eyes. So why would you want to go there or dream to go there? America eyes, that's where the money is. New York, Vegas. So you could go to Wembley and they like, but yo, it's the eyes. It's 90,000 people can see you. But those people don't make your check no bigger. They don't buy your pay-per-views. They ain't like Ness said, they not traveling overseas. At least not enough of them. Damn, I'm out of breath. Got off the treadmill. Not enough of them niggas ain't really like promoting you. Like they not doing nothing for you. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Going to Vegas, going to New York is what they dream of. That's like I don't know what to compare it to in another sport, but that's the mecca. That's everything. Like that's the creme de la creme. But what I don't agree with you on today though is man, what was it? Something with Inoue. Like you saying that we're begging him to come to, he's begging us to come to America. I feel like a lot of people want him
I
to
said
come
his
to America.
promoter. His promoter is pushing him to come to America. Both Bob
Yeah,
Arum
but
and Tekken,
hold
not
on.
us.
Yeah, Bob
No,
said
no,
it
but I
today.
think it's us. No, I think it's us. Bob might just be as well, but it was us first. A lot of fighters think anyway is not the real deal. They do think he's on drugs, and they want him to come to America and fight over here and stop sending our fighters over there. I've heard it plenty
I
of
mean, I
times.
don't even know
Bring
what
them to
fighter. What
America.
fighter? Only Stephen Fulton went over there. What's our fighter?
Well, that's one of the times where I heard it the most was with Stephen Fulton. But he has been asked to come to America by multiple people. It's been a big thing. Like they want to get him tested. They want him to come here. And then they even talk about the one or two fights he had in America. And we want him to come here. It's been being pushed. It's not just Bob trying to get him over here. We've been asking him to come. I've heard it. So I don't know if you didn't, but I have.
Is there
And I
no
don't
drug
think
testing in Japan?
I'm sure there is, man.
no.
That's just a
Right? It's
narrative.
WBC sanctioned, right?
That's what I said earlier, that he's been fighting
Wait
for
a
the
minute.
WBC.
Floyd Mayweather even said we need a new way to come to America, get the blood test and everything, and fight over here. So we have heard it from more people, not even just Floyd. Now I don't think that anyway want to fight Tate neither. Maybe Bob want him to, but I don't think anyway want to do that. But I see my time ran out, so
You may feel
I'm
like
out of
it's
here.
your time, but it's not your time.
Oh, Nick
Troy,
Bull.
Yo, what's good with you?
chilling.
Yeah, dude just really tried to sway the conversation into a race conversation. It's just like, bro, can we just
Well,
talk boxing?
you do it too, though. They accused you of calling Marcos a couple of racial names. So please
I
refrain
mean,
from
they
bringing
did.
a
No, no,
topic to
no. All right, all right.
racism.
Okay, okay.
He specifically accused you. Actually, Gvon himself
No,
made a
that's
made a
fine.
point to
That's
say
fine.
that I allowed you to do that.
No, the names that I used are the names of the people that come from those areas. Neander Valley, Germany, is a real place. So if you're from there, you will be a Neanderthal because Neander Valley, Germany is you could just Google it. The Caucasus Mountains is a real place. the lower caucus and the highest caucus. I never disrespected a man and not call a Slavic, or the European countries like Croatia, Bulgaria, and that is where the word slave comes from, because it's a quadrilateral root.
Well, then I guess it's
Now, can I
accurate.
get can I get the boxing, please? Because those are facts. Because I don't just sit around and make up things. I read books. I know a black man, the original man's history. So it's not about race to me. I'm doing good because when I do good, my ancestors get lifted up in the spirit world. So Inoue, they want him to come over here, and other fighters are going over to other countries because they're starting to understand there are different markets. You were right, Ness. There isn't just one world market. That's what the United Nations is trying to do. Yeah, I'm just not on here to fucking talk. Excuse my language. The reason why the United States market, not the American market, because the American market is a state in itself, and the states of America are Canada, the United States, Central and South America. They're states in itself with provinces and territories inside them. And in the United States, our capital is still the highest capital. So that's why the Inoue is saying, well, yeah, I could keep making capital in my own country, but to break the bank, I would need to go to the United States because that green, blue dot, those dollars are worth more than other markets.
You may feel like it's your
Man, y'all
time,
have a good day.
but it's not your time.
Please have a good day.
Appreciate you educating and letting us
Yeah,
know.
bud, because
Because
I don't do
they
this.
certainly tried to say, he specifically certainly tried to say that you
No, Ness, I use those words purposely because I know people don't read on the level that I took my time to read because I just got tired of people telling me who I was as a man, period. So I studied my history and culture, and in that science, it taught me about everything else that I needed to know. I'm sorry they set it up that way. So when I say somebody is a Neanderthal, a Caucasian, an Asian, a Hemite, a
but it's still an
Kimite.
innuendo, right? Come on, Marco, you right? It was still shaking shots at you. Let's be real.
Yeah, it
No, it
definitely was.
wasn't. If
What?
he called me a if he called me a Negro, a Niger, a sovereign title of Ethiopia, why would I get offended? I'm from the land of the Nigers.
Well, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, so I know you not. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
go.
so
I gotta
that's what
go.
I'm
I
saying.
gotta go. I gotta go, man. Ah, man. Timboski. I hope you hear the lead. I hope you hear the lead with Clark. Cause I watched that fight. I watched that
Yeah,
fight, man.
salute. Can you hear me?
We hear you perfect, brother.
Salute, sir. Salute, sir. Salute, Marco. Two Tone. You understand? King of Mean Essex. Ness. I hope everyone's having a great week. I hope everyone enjoyed the fights that they witnessed this weekend. Yeah, man. Obviously, I just keep it to boxing. I hope everyone just keeps it peaceful. You know what I'm saying? To everyone has a different opinions and facts or whatnot. You know what I'm saying to you? But it is what is this what boxing's about? You know what I'm saying? Bring bare minds colliding together. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, man. But like I said, I had a count on this from your last show. I think your show ended. I didn't grab it. You get me? You went quick, but yeah. Back to the boxing. Down to the boxing, man. Yes, my boy C4 Clark was in there with a Nigerian dog. I didn't have a horse in the race, man, because they're both my boys. Efe Apochi, he's a tough. He in my opinion, he's never getting knocked out. By the way, you know what I'm saying. I told you how sturdy Nigerians are coming. He's a tough piece of meatloaf. You understand? That was a good fight, very good fight. And it was a great learning curve for Chev Clark. You understand? I told you, man. We're here to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like a sponge. He's only, what did he have? Like 10, 11 fights, and he's fighting someone like Efe Apoche, tough, steady opponent. You know what I'm saying? We want Brandon Glanton. We want Marcus Brown. We want the rest of those guys. It's simple as that. We fight anybody. You heard what he said. And it was a tough fight. It was a tough fight. Apoche, we saw that he got stumbled with a left hook right hand. You know what I'm saying? In the eighth. That was an incredible round from Opochi. He showed he's a junkyard dog. So don't come in here, Ness, and tell me, oh, you boys, she go Claudia. You could have argued to give Opochi three rounds, 4 rounds if you're being generous. But Chev Clark went in there, American debut, and done his thing. You understand what I'm saying to you? And we want all the heads at cruiserweight division. All the heads, simple as that. And we don't care if he takes an L because we're going to come back and fight again. And like I said, and listen, Ness, man, stop with you. Can you give me? Who have you interviewed and said, "Oh yeah, man, we want to"? What England? What UK or European guy? Who have you interviewed and said, "Oh, I woke up and dreamed that I want to fight in the MGM Grand"? Who told you that?
All of them.
No,
And I'm being honest with you. I'm being honest with you. Anybody I've interviewed, whether it's
I can give
Callum
you multiple
Smith,
names that said they want to fight in Wembley. I can give you multiple names that said they want to fight in big Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Man, don't Ness, man, don't get me started on this crap.
Tim, you think Brits would rather fight in England?
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
You bring down others. You bring down
champ.
other countries. And hold on one second. You bring down all the other countries sometimes, and you prop up yours. That's fine. We know you're the Mecca. We know that you're the hub. Okay, cool. But we're trying to expand and make multiple other hubs. So when you're saying stuff like
you taking it that way, you taking it that way. I purposely said that I wasn't bringing down any country. You just upset that our market is bigger. That's it.
I'm upset that your own American your own American, you discredit your. Listen, I'm fine with us not being the Mecca of boxing and being a hub, but when you and your own countrymen discredit your own fighters doing what this,
that's cool. That's a general statement, though. You're making a general statement. We don't really know what you mean by you and your own countrymen, discredit your own fighters. We got plenty of fighters that don't get discredited, and look, I'm not gonna sit here and try to argue with you about who's better fans. I've said it many years on here. I've gone as far as saying I wish UK fans were American fans. But that don't change anything. I've interviewed Callum Smith, Liam Smith. I've interviewed Martin Murray. I've interviewed fucking Kid Galahad, Kell Brook, Amir Khan. I mean, you name it, man. Fucking, you a liar. Stop doing this shit. Don't aggravate me in the morning. And I've given you an opportunity. You understand? This is what I'm saying. I've given this man an opportunity. I took the time to DM him. I took the time to say, hey, would you want to cover some shit for TBV out there? I literally hit him up today and see was he available for an event today so that you can actually do more than just fucking talk. Because you talking for the fighters. I'm talking because I know the fighters. I'm talking because I've already asked the fighters. This is not an early conversation. I got 14 years doing this. You know how many I told you there was a dude named Stuart Little that was you. Every year there's a new UK dude that pumps the UK. You just been lasting the longest.
I get you another.
There's nothing wrong with what I'm saying. The truth is, the fighters I've interviewed from foreign countries want to fight in Las Vegas. That's their dream. It ain't. I don't interview a fighter and his dream is to fight in Wembley. Like, why are you making it I'm taking shots at your country? It's just the truth. But I get that statement now. Facts fucking hurt. The truth hurts. You upset at the truth. Khaled, Indiana, what's up? AJ would have never took that loss, right? Had he not wanted to fight in America. Because we could just keep doing 90,000. We could just keep doing 90,000. But it don't fucking matter till it matter. And he ain't never been back after that ass kicking.
Never.
Come on, bruh.
You think Inoue? I feel like Inoue might not care. You think he cares if he comes to America?
He fought over here already. Didn't he fight Maloney here? He fought over here
already. No, but like right now, do you think he cares if he ever steps foot in America one more time to fight?
I don't know. I'm sure his dream was to fight in Las Vegas just like every other boxer's, man. It's just the fucking truth. It's just the truth.
Yeah, no, America's, man, my family's from Bulgaria. Like, America is the dream for everybody to go to for anything, not just boxing. So, usually at least.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
We hear you, Khaled. It's on you.
All right, bet.
Hey, so I watched the fights over the weekend real quick. I watched that Diego Pacheco. He'll get credit for stopping my man, but he did bring him up. But you know what I'm saying? He was using the jab real good. I think he
That
do
was that
need some
dude's
more work
third
before he
fight,
get
man.
that.
Selecki, that's his third fight at 68. He ain't bring him up. That man
Oh,
been
all
decided to
right,
move
all right.
up.
Oh, all right, bet. All right, cool. Yeah, never mind then. All right, cool. So yeah, so we good on that then. And then I watched some of that OTX card. Cats, my man from Greece. Like, you know, I just wanted to watch him because I liked his last fight on the OTX shit. And he's still a prospect, man. He don't got a lot of fights, you know what I'm saying? He got a good jab, but he got to come behind it a little more, you know, bring that right hand over the top and kind of let his hands go. But he with Ronnie Shields, so they going to get him right. But he at like 154. He ain't really stopped. He ain't really stopped nobody up there since he even on the OTS card. So I don't know if he got the pop like that, but I'll still keep watching him. As far as Inoue and all that, man, you know, man, I think it's a fair statement to ask if my man on steroids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers walking up these weight classes and shit. We can ask, we can pose it. We ain't trying to put it on nobody, but we can ask. You know what I'm saying? He fought Nonito. Like, he was down there with Nonito. Now Mud's trying to tell him to go to 130, 126, and he's still punching shit. So we could ask the question. We could, you know, and like Quan minds want to know. But I wouldn't mind sit like, I think that Espinoza is the best at 126, but I don't think they're going to set that fight up because I don't know, like, stylistically, that's just a good fight because Espinoza. So, I mean, well, stylistically, it's a good fight, but it just clear, like, it don't put Inoue in a situation to, like, keep him winning. And I think top rank, it's, like, better if you keep the main guy winning unless you're trying to take the belts from him, and I don't think they're trying to do that. So, like, the Angelo Leo fight is a more winnable fight, but it's still a tough fight. Like the Shushu fight is a more winnable fight, but it's a tough fight. So there's guys down there still for him there. But if he come up here, man, if he come up here and like run through 126, bro, we gotta ask him questions, bro. Like, come on, bro, there's some killers at 130. If you go up there and knock that shit loose, we should pause and say, oh, hey, look, nigga, I don't know, but you just can't keep walking up weight classes and punching shit. We should ask some things. We should do some tests if that happens. But yeah, man, like I don't want to see the Bam shit. Yeah, so we gotta wait on that. And then I like do want to see the Junto fight, but that might be some later shit. I don't know. Junto might gotta move up. Maybe like Junto is like more of a Bam fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll like have to wait and see, bro. But yeah, I'm locked in on it. Yeah, bro, that's my call, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
There's a famous clip of Prince Nassim after one of his fights,
You may feel
and
like
the
it's your time,
commission comes in to the
but
locker
it's
room
not your
because he
time.
was blasting this dude out so bad, and they checked his gloves again. So sometimes people hit so hard that it needs to be researched because it's almost abnormal. So I get it.
Bro. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Margarito was checked. Like if Nazim Richardson didn't go in there and check and question, he would have never got caught. So
Right.
it's just it makes no sense. You know, only an idiot would make it about race, bro. But that's, you know, exactly why we won't be getting no more calls, wasting our time. We got the phone line still open if you want to call in. Looks like we got Class and Bound. I always love seeing long time callers. Shout out to the alumni of the show. How have you been, my friend?
Hey, Ness, can you hear me?
Perfect, bro. Got a smile on my face. Been a minute, man. How are you?
Yeah, man. It's been quite a while. Just been pretty busy with life, but no, I definitely wanted to come on here because, as many of you know, I'm a huge Naoya Inoue fan. I was big on him even before the Navarrete fight, back when he skipped a weight class to fight for another title. So I guess this is just going to be gushing about him for a second and kind of try and just give a little perspective. America, yes, it's great for the paycheck. Like, I don't think that should be questioned. Does he need it? Not really. Like, I don't care what promoters say. Like, at the end of the day, the fighter is going to have to make the decision for themselves. Inoue, they're trying to push that Nakatani fight, but I'm gonna be real. I think Nakatani still has smoke with other champions at his own weight class. Like, I don't like when champions just don't fight other champions. Like, there's too many belt holders. Start unifying. Put a name to yourself. As for Inoue, I guess, like, they're saying MJ, but that fight's like a sidestep. I don't care about that fight. If he has to step up to the next weight class and he's not fighting a champion, let him fight Josh Warrington. I know Warrington is like kind of like not all the way there anymore, but like it's
doesn't
still a
Warrington
name.
have a fight right now though? I'm pretty sure he's scheduled, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm gonna look it
I
up.
haven't checked.
Keep going. I'll look it up.
Yeah. All right. Josh Warrington, I think, is a solid fight, but I heard Fulton was going up. I know he has a fight coming up, but if it wasn't one of the champions for Inoue, I would like to see Fulton fight Warrington.
Bro. Warrington is in a tough fight, bro. He's in that fight with Anthony Kakasi, who beat Joe Cordina by knockout.
Ooh, okay, bet. So maybe hold off on that. Angelo Leo, I guess, for Inoue, but in terms of what, I don't know how you have this, Ness. I know you said Manny Pacquiao is probably the greatest, greatest Asian boxer of all time?
No. I never even said race. I just said Manny Pacquiao's an 8-division champ. Inoue still has some catching up to do, and he was questioned.
Okay, yeah. I think it's fair to question Inoue, but like until anything permanent comes up, it's all speculation. Anything otherwise is just hearsay. So
and that's
also,
what it is. Look, his last fight with Neary, they did VADA, and from what I'm seeing, they both passed without any problems in the anti-doping test, according to the WBC and the VADA clean boxing program. So Inoue's clean.
Too, like Pacquiao went from 108 to almost, I think he went up to 54, if I'm not mistaken.
51.
That's
a 51.
That's
it was
a lot
catch
of weight.
weight. It was a catch weight.
Right. So, and Inoue's only gone from what did he start at? Did he even start at 108? I mean, it's a lot less of a jump.
We got the Super
Inoue.
Inoue fan. Where'd he start at, Class and Bound?
I believe he started at 108 because he skipped 112. He went. I believe he went from 108 to 115.
Right.
But
still, we're looking at a 12 pound or a 14 pound, as opposed to Pacquiao who went up 50 pounds.
Yeah, but you're talking about Pacquiao's overall career.
That's true, because he started at 19, but Inoue started young too.
I'm just saying.
It's just a much bigger jump.
He definitely did.
108.
But either way, I'll just sum it up with this.
He started at 108. Go ahead.
He's like, he's just on. Arguably, I already think he's arguably Japan's all-time greatest boxer. Like if you look at the history of Japanese boxers and what they've accomplished, I think Inoue at this point is at the top. And if he goes out and clears 126, where there are some dogs at that weight class, I think it's about. We're going to have a real discussion about where Inoue fits into the history, into the annals of history. But that's all I got for you.
All right, I think 126 is where it will get interesting because they're more. Those names are spicier. Like, look, this guy called in and said he's a longtime Inoue fan and he loves Inoue, and he said he's not excited for MJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his own fan base not excited for MJ, and that's all I'm saying. Like, ain't nobody kicking nobody's back in. I'm just simply saying what's good and what ain't good. My opinion of that. You know what I mean?
The only two big fights for Inoue would both be catch weights, which are probably not likely, which would be Bam or Tank. But I don't think any of those come to fruition.
Yeah, I like that Bam fight, but Bam it would take Bam to want that fight and challenge himself. He has to move up. I don't see why Inoue would go back down to give Bam a fight with no belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd have to be catch weight of some kind.
Makes zero sense. I got Twin with the $2. Inoue will mysteriously lose his power in the U.S. He already fought here, though, guys. I'm pretty sure that Maloney fight, let me double check. I think I have his resume still pulled up. The Maloney fight was certainly in the bubble at MGM Grand. So after that, he also fought at the Virgin in Las Vegas. So that was back-to-back Las Vegas fights versus somebody I never heard of, Michael Dasmarinas.
Is sometimes I wonder of this current crop who's going to be the one, if any, to finish undefeated. You know, you got Bam's possible, Bud's possible. There's a few fighters that might do it. Better be Ev.
They gonna stay away from the 50-50 fights. They all trying to
I don't know
protect the O.
about that.
Yeah, they staying away from 50-50. They're not running towards them like, let's go, let's run to the 50-50. No, they staying back.
Crawford kind of is, you know, with Canelo and Spence and all those.
I mean, it's first of all, Canelo and Crawford's not 50-50. Secondly, everybody runs to the bag. You would run to a bag.
Right. 100%. But like Shakur instantly went from chasing greatness to
chasing the bag.
Chasing the bag.
But that's what it's about, and we all know that. Like, and we are okay with Tank chasing the bag. So, you know, when people, you know, he's just late to the party. Capicu, $2. I sent you video of TJ explaining what happened. Lake County, $2. Treese calls always start mid and end with yelling. Starks, 2-pounder. What's your opinion on Eddie moving Boots to 154? Well, I don't know how official that is, but let's hypothetically assume he does move him to 54. It's because they feel there's no names at 47 that want to negotiate, and they have a better control at 54 with their alliance with Turki Al-Sheikh. So if Boots did go up, I think Al-Sheikh would throw him a fight quick, whether it's a Zoo, a Lubin, anybody. You know, he's going to throw them a bag. They're going to say, yeah. I mean, Madrimov is there, you know. If Boots want to fight and really make a stamp for chasing the Crawford fight a former Crawford opponent. Fight Madrimov. You think he could beat, you say he could beat, Boots could beat Crawford? Well, beat Madrimov.
So many
beat him
guys
better.
at 154.
Beat him better. I mean, but that's a guy that the Al-Sheikh already does business with, so we know we can get. Lake County, $2. G. Vaughn. I know a good therapist, yo. Hit me up. I got you. CT, $2. Goddamn, keep the MAGA BS off my TBV, 100. No, that's another thing. He loves the politics. It's always something about Trump or something about Democrats. Bro, dudes don't even really be boxing fans. They just want a platform to spew their ridiculousness. Voris, $5. Honestly, Ness, maybe you need to cancel some of these callers like Jivan. He always come here and play race calls. Telling you, well, look, 13 thumbs up. It's not just me, bro. It's like you could pin it on me all you want, but it's you. Look in the mirror, Michael Jackson. DC3, $2. My bad, guys. I asked about the PDs. Seen it before. Rolling on the floor emoji. Coach at $2. Inoue versus Nick Ball. Shushu, Ray Ford, or Kermel. Damn, they throwing Kermel in the mix with Inoue already. DC3, $2 more. We got to get Troy and CYP ordained for ministry. TM, $10 super chat. Man, that G-Von kid is a cancer. He needs to call in to CNN for race and politics talk. This is a boxing show. I don't want to hear that early in the morning. Salute TBV. I'm glad everybody is saying something so I don't look alone in this shit because it's getting annoying, bro. Aussie, $2 Australian. When will Inoue stop fighting cans? Damn, Stefan ain't no can.
I know, he's not really, just because the names aren't known in those divisions don't make him cans.
Right. I don't even know who that is.
The names are historically, you know, those lower divisions have always struggled to get some shine. But Inoue's, you know, bringing some to it. And so is Bam. But that's probably about it down there.
I got Timboski. You got a counter?
Ooh.
I'm assuming I owe you a counter. That's why you're here?
What's up, fam?
Hello?
Yo.
Yeah. Do I owe you a counter, my man?
Yes, correct.
How many I owe you?
You just owe me one, just one. Yeah, man. Obviously, you felt that. That's why I said that's why I said we lock horns, we butt heads sometimes. Like I said, I appreciate your opinion. I hope you appreciate and respect mine. It's cool, man. We see two different sides. You understand? I'm just letting you know that I'm a real fan. I don't really mind who's who's controlling, who's at the top of certain things. I just want the sport to grow, and the way for it to grow is just getting what we want as fans and just bringing the sport together. And I appreciate you. Like I said, I should have. I got two servers obviously, so I didn't see you that you contacted me, but I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying to you. Like I said, man, I appreciate. I always say, I appreciate the work that you guys put in. You know what I'm saying to you, because without you guys, obviously UK fans, different other New Zealand fans, you got people from the frigging Congo calling in, you know what I'm saying, giving their mind on the sport, you understand? And as for Inoue, I just got I want a quick question with you guys, obviously. As for Inoue, what is the problem with, like, obviously, Ness, you said that Inoue had to prove himself to you before the Fulton fight. You didn't have no belief in Inoue. You was questioning his resume, questioning his abilities. He did what he did to Fulton, your best 122-pound, your best 118-pounder at the time, you know what I'm saying? You're the best one that you got over there. And now that he did that and he dispatched of him, and he's been to America more than twice. I think he's been there 3 times. He went there, I think, about 5-6 years ago. What more is it that you want this man to do? The JBA over there, they
Yeah,
test
but
the guy.
I
He
haven't
got VAR.
asked. What have I asked today? I haven't asked them to do
I'm
nothing.
not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying for the general public, guys like King and Mina Essex, they want the man to come over. Like, I don't understand. Is it because he's just destroying everyone? I don't understand.
Yeah, that was King Amin's thing. They want him drug tested, but he is being drug tested. That's just lack of knowledge on Amin's part.
He's doing the same thing Tank is doing, and the same thing Crawford's doing. No one question. I know
They
these
fight
guys
over here and they're being drug tested. But again, that's their lack of knowledge that they didn't know he was being drug tested.
Listen, man. Listen, as for T, because I know the time what you got, I only got a few more, minute in the ring left. As for TJ Doheny, obviously you guys are not familiar with the man, but that was a credible opponent. That's another champion on his resume. I don't know if you guys knew this. You get me, TJ Doheny is one of my favorite guys at 122. One of my favorite guys. He's been in there. Yes, he's been in there with the he's been in there with the Dogs. He's been in there with Goodman. He's been in there with the Conlons. He's been in there with the Roman. He's been in there with the Daniel Romans. He's been in there with multiple guys. He won his belt. He's won his belt from Isawa. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Box regular. No, I sit down and watch these fights. You understand? Because I care about all the fighters that give me good fights. TJ Doheny, even though he's an older, no one cares because no one realizes that he's an older. He's almost 40 years old, but he's still going in there with top quality content, top quality talent, i.e. like a Sam Goodman. He's been in there with Inoue now, and it's funny to say, he went in there and he just we don't know if he just come. You can't compare that to Malik Scott. Come on, man, he pulled a muscle, man. He hurt himself. Malik Scott folded over. Wow, they already incorporated that to be a fix. But like I said, man, I appreciate you, Nessa. I appreciate everybody, TBV community. Keep on hating me, man. The hate is gonna launch me into the sky.
You can't question Doheny that didn't even get hit, but you question Malik that got hit with a left hook right hand.
Just left foot, right hand, man. Listen, man, Ness, man. You're one of your fan members that is a little, a little tadpole. Like, so someone in my family could have hit fucking Malik Scott harder than that, man. What are you talking about, man?
That's what I'm saying. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. One dude, like, come on, bro. Like, look at.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly.
At least one guy went down. At least one guy went down. Like, you talking about a guy that didn't even go down, bro.
Man, listen, Ness, you need to understand. And someone like Inoue, he's got rocket. I told you, these guys have got special elite power, but they're born with it. Listen, punchers are born. You understand? You don't make these guys. He's got elite. He's like a little X-Man. He's like a little X-Man. That's what it is, man. I think he's the next forthcoming of Pacquiao. I think he's the reincarnation of Pacquiao. He can move up to multiple weights. And the Tank fight, it's not out of reach. The Tank fight, it's not so crazy shit. Why can't he move up to Pacquiao? Did it? Floyd did it. Multiple other guys did it. Roy Jones did it. So why can't he do it?
Because he would have to beat a bunch of people before
I think
Tank would consider him.
I appreciate it.
What happened? Does somebody have to beat a bunch of people to what?
I think because he's saying why won't Tank fight Inoue? And I'm like, I feel like Tank wouldn't take that fight unless Inoue knocked off a couple bigger names in or around his division first. I feel like Tank wouldn't take that fight.
Or the money. It's all
or
about
the
the money.
bag.
Okay,
It's all about the
maybe, but
money.
I feel like that might be a thing where Tank looks at it like high risk, low reward. Like what? I beat up a little guy, then what? What's the point of
What do you
that?
mean high risk? How is it going to be high risk for Tank?
Because if he loses, it looks bad because he's smaller. That's what I mean. It's not
He
high
won't
risk.
lose
Tank will be
though.
favored highly.
He
But I'm
won't
just saying.
lose. Inoue's arms would be like so thin compared to Tank's.
Can Tank beat somebody elite at lightweight for once? Can we just like get a Shakur victory? Like a
I mean,
Zatanna?
why are you stuck on this, bro? When you know he sent the offer to Loma, and you know they called Shakur, and Shakur took a 2-fight deal. Like,
No, I'm not saying Gervonta
is
is
your
doing
man is your
nothing
man
fucking
from
at all.
Phoenix? Is your man from Phoenix not elite enough?
Who?
Or is he from Seattle?
Who?
El Rayo.
Oh, he's not from Phoenix.
El, you seen El Rayo this weekend? Yams out there vacationing. We not fighting to 2025, man.
I'm just
Let
saying.
El Rayo relax.
I'm just saying. If he fight Rayo, is that not considered elite? Or if you a champion, are you not elite? Or what are you consider? Like, are some champions not elite? Because I could see that being said and argued too.
Not all champions are the same. Respectfully, not all champions are the same. But
are
we
they all
know
elite?
what we want.
Or are they all elite? Like, does winning the belt make you elite?
Sometimes. Usually. Sometimes not.
I've learned over covering this sport, listening to UNES, it is levels. When you
certainly levels.
When you get that belt, that means you can cook. You definitely washing club fighters. It's levels when you get that belt, bro. So I respect all champions. When you get that belt in your hand and it's one of them real belts, not the mid belts, the MySpace belts. I'm talking about that real shit. Yeah, it's level.
MySpace, you hilarious, bro.
Yeah, but nah, I get what Tone means. Like Tank, we still want to see him with those Ryans, with those Haneys, you know.
Whoa,
Yeah,
he fought Ryan.
Ryan,
He gave you Ryan first. See, this is what I'm saying. Y'all hating on Tank.
No, not me. I mean, I am, but still.
Because it's like he gave you the Ryan fight already. He tried to do the Loma. And don't get me wrong, I'm not giving him a pass. I've been wanting him to do this, but he at least attempted this year. So my criticism has to be, held back until the next move. His move was Ryan. His next move was Frank. His next move was an offer to Loma and a phone call to Shakur. Like, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Devin's next move is Liam. I'm not mad at you. You understand? Like, these are Shakur's next move was Cordina. I'm mad at you. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. You understand?
How nasty is it Shakur's going to get a knockout in Saudi Arabia and not in New Jersey where his most marketability will be?
That don't matter. Honestly, his brand needs the knockout more than anything. So I don't think it matters where it's at. It will be televised. It will be televised. So let it be seen. And we never even talked about that. I want to give us credit. You got to speak it, believe and receive it. Numbers don't lie on iTunes, but we gotta believe that Alice Sheik got somebody listening, man. And we had a very heated discussion about that pay-per-view and how we didn't deserve to pay for that undercard. So I guess his counter was the rumor is they trying to make it $15.
Yeah, which is the entire world.
Listen to me.
Either
Listen to
nothing
me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's cool. And I don't want to sound entitled, nor do I want to act like I'm trying to, build some feud with the Sheik's, with Turkey's decisions, but it's not worth $15. It's just not.
You're saying more, to be clear.
No, I'm saying if I remember the card correctly, it should be part of the free telecast. It should, you know, just because you're giving us A-side names doesn't mean it's pay-per-view. And just because someone did it before you, a la Tank Hector Garcia, which was still better than Shakur Cordina, because again, because the Bivol fight is free. So that don't got nothing to do with the pay-per-view. So if this is to be compared to Tank's pay-per-view, which had a bunch of A-side names versus, you know, dudes they was going to beat, Rashidi fought Villa on that card. That was 50-50. And it ended in an upset. Tank fought a champion on that card. You understand? So
I was just talking about this.
It ain't the same.
Do you know what went in conjunction with boxing falling out of first place in the world, being the most important?
Of course, putting it on behind a pay wall.
Exactly. Pay-per-view in the 80s, and it never fucking recouped. As a matter of fact, it's getting worse.
Bro, you can't expect to grow the sport if your big names, a la Shakur, in a tune-up is behind a paywall. He in a tune-up. So now check it out, though, because I hope that the Atlas Sheik team made it this far. The argument is the pay-per-view might be better because DAZN costs $20 fucking or $30 now.
Nasty.
So at least you get a month is the argument from DAZN. Like, yeah, you buy DAZN for the Shakur fight and you get a whole month worth of fights for the 30 versus just 15 for the one night fight. And maybe DAZN needs to do something like, yo, buy the Shakur fight for 15 or give us 25, right? Like, because their subscription costs 30. So it's like, if you buy the Shakur fight for 25, you get a month free. I mean, you get this month's subscription or some shit. Because again, the subscription side of things, they don't even get nothing now because this is pay-per-view. And then the main event is on ESPN. And look, I just don't think it should be on pay-per-view. I do think that $20 is the right price and $15 is the right price for new pay-per-views. But this is like A-side heavy, man. You're almost making me Google this shit just so I could be accurate. But it's A-side heavy. We shouldn't be paying for this. This is an ESPN fight. ESPN gives us this.
Yeah. But at least he's taking a step in the right direction, dropping the price. Maybe eventually, they will be free. A lot of them.
Again, they don't gotta be free if they gonna be competitive. But you trying to sell me Shakur fighting Cordina off a loss, Jay Opataya in another fight versus somebody we don't know. And by we, I saying the general public. Do us hardcores know Jack Macy? Yeah, but barely.
Nope.
Then you got Fabio Wardley, Frazier Clark, probably the best fight there. So that could be compared to Tank's Rashidi Ellis, Roman Villa. That could be compared to that. That's a good fight. But it's a UK fight. Americans don't know that. Why are they going to spend $15 for that? I know Fabio Wardley. I love Fabio Wardley. I've been asking for Wardley and Anderson before Anderson lost. But what about Americans? The general public? Who's Frazier Clark? He looked like an overweight Ishe. You understand? Then you got Chris Eubank fighting somebody that Triple G knocked out 20 years ago in Kamel Sedimenta. We don't even know him. Only know him for being knocked out. I think he was the IBF mandatory, got knocked out by Triple G. We never heard of him again. Big ups to the Saudis. Big up to Turkey. He put Sky Nicholson, so he's making a female fight. But that's not the fight we want. And that continues my argument about him not giving us the fights we want. The female fight we want is Katie Serrano. We getting that with Jake. Cool. What else we want? Serrano and Bumgarner. Serrano and Sky Nicholson. Bumgarner and Shields.
Facts.
Raquel and Shields. Savannah and Green. Like, come on, bro, who's at the table? Who's suggesting the fight? Who the fuck was there and was like, yo, Your Excellency. What's up, Marcos? I got the perfect fight for you. Shoot. Let's get Shakur to fight Cordina coming off the knockout loss from Anthony Kakasi. That's a great fight. It's going to excite the public. No, they think we stupid. You know, the plan obviously, not that I know the plan, but the plan obviously is to make Shakur look good by giving him a dude off a knockout in hopes that he can knock him out too. There's no other reason. What could the other logical reason be for this fight? Tell me. Other than the paycheck. Because that's the only other logical reason.
Yeah, they're trying to, Shakur's.
If they was going this route, I would rather Shakur Stevenson fight Dean the Great. Because at least
oh my
Dean
God.
Great
Yo,
people.
we could always count on Two-Tone to come left field. Dean the Great. You're terrible.
Dean draws people, though.
Hey, you didn't see he went viral on Saturday. He was all over Twitter.
I didn't see it. What'd he do?
He knocked out some dude, but he struggled, but he knocked him out. Then after the fight, he called out Shakur. He called out Kamel. So what?
He did it on this X-Fit boxing shit again?
Yeah, and I was cracking.
Dean's a real fighter.
That shit ain't even on BoxRec, but they got their own BoxRec. They got their own sanction.
It's not a pro-sanctioned fight?
Hell no, them shit's bogus, bro. They not even doing what Jake doing. They got their own league. It's their own. They got their own sanctioning. They got their own everything. That shit bogus. They got their own belts.
The misfit thing?
Yeah, that shit bogus, man. That shit extra garbage, man. Like, that's cool for DAZN to grow subscribers. You know, they growing people that's going there for this quote-unquote influencer boxing. If that boxing gives them the itch, they can scratch it on DAZN. There's plenty of other boxing there. So, amen to them. But that shit is extra garbage, man. Come on.
Why wouldn't you fight Dean the Great to get that Jake Paul type fan base?
Tell Dean to get a BoxRec, man. Tell him to get a BoxRec.
Because for Shakur, it's kind of like it's almost embarrassing. It's clear fighting.
It is, bro. Like, if that shit ain't an exhibition, what is you fighting Dean the Great for? Like, Dean is not Jake Paul at all.
Right.
He's not even like baby Paul. Like, you tripping, but that's funny though.
We getting Dean on the show, man. I reached out to Dean. Dean coming on the Boxing Voice, man. We got to put some respect on Dean the Great name, man. He called it out.
He's not a bad fighter.
Yeah.
He's not a bad fighter.
Training with Ryan, training with T.O., he taking it serious.
Yeah, no, he's a real fighter. Just like Ness said, he is in this league, which isn't traditional boxing. So the crossover would be weird.
And guess what he said, Ness? He said, yo, tell Shakur, come over here and get a real belt.
Oh, shit.
Who?
Come on. Dean the Great. He
a
told
real
Shakur
belt,
that.
a real belt. Oh, that's hilarious. Yo.
But the question is this. I wonder if that league treats the fighters better than actual pro boxing. Because I bet you it does.
I mean, someone texted me that fought on, like literally at look, it's not even been a minute past. They like, damn, Ness, the Memphis checks be clearing like a motherfucker. So, they pay well and they pay on time, and that's what matters. But again, it ain't BoxRec. It ain't BoxRec, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but the system does need to be. There needs to be, upheaved and cleaned out.
And listen, I got no issues with them. They doing their thing. The other day, I totally bigged up Amber Fields and the porn star Gotti that had a great fight. That was actually a great boxing little match to laugh at. Poor Amber Fields got beat up. And she drew me in. She's a a current pro box ring card girl, influencer, over 1 million followers, gorgeous. She has a fight. First time ever I watched Misfits was because of her and really because of the kid that formerly with TMT. Man, his name is escaping me. I talked about this a few weeks ago. Fuck is his name? Lord. Oh my God.
Which kid?
What's the kid? The last kid that just leave Mayweather?
Not Joseph Brown. He's still with
My
Mayweather.
man
right?
Roger Mayweather?
What in the hell? He said Roger. No, man, the dude.
Robert Mayweather.
Not Robert, the other one that was out here beefing with Shakur. What is his name? Oh my God, from North Carolina, man.
Beefing with Thor?
Jahan Ingram. Lord of
Oh,
mercy,
okay.
my brain.
Oh, yeah, he got a deal. Yep, he got a deal over there.
I never watched Misfits, bro. Like, he was the reason I watched it. And trying to watch him, I found the Amber Fields fight. And I'm like, oh, might as well watch this. So, yeah, I never watched that shit. But, you know, he got to deal with them. But he's fighting on BoxRec. See, his is real fights. Even his opponent was a real fighter. So, it's a little bit different.
It'll translate over, man. I just think, I don't know.
I wonder when DAZN ended up paying Ryan and Haney. Remember that? After like 2-3 months after, they still were like, we didn't get our money yet. I never heard an update on that.
Nah, we heard an update.
Oh.
The other day, Devin tweeted again something to Oscar insinuating that he still ain't get paid.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's fucking wild, right? And in that time, I was telling you guys, they were coming at me, giving me copyright strikes on my videos about them and not paying their fighters. So maybe things aren't going too well. I don't know.
I don't know, man. We got Abraham. What up?
What's going on, champ?
What up, champ?
What up?
Not much, man. You know, hey, shout out to y'all, Two-Tone, Marco. Glad y'all back on the set. Hey, man, you know, normally, I'm going to tell you something. When I was growing up, my father told me something. You're going to respect everybody, but you're also going to make sure everybody respects you. So I make a point to respect everybody that I talk to because everybody deserves that. There is no reason to be disrespectful. So that's why I don't like being around disrespectful people. But I got to ask you a question. You know that caller Elvis?
Elvis from Twitter, I believe Elvis on Twitter. He called about 3 times so far.
Okay. Do you know what his nationality is?
Wasn't he from Australia? That's the one they called in from Australia.
Yeah, okay. He needs to watch his mouth.
Yeah, he called back in. He called back in and apologized. Remember, I asked him to because of the whole, because he took shots. I think he said Japanese eating or something, Chinese food, some shit like that. And I specifically made it a thing.
Hold on. Let me tell you. I went back and listened to that call after I heard what he said, and he did. He called in and said, I apologize for what I said to the Japanese people. And lo and behold, before the end of the call, now here's the thing. How did you slap the shit out of somebody and say, no harm done? That's what he said after he apologized. No harm done. All right, cool. We still take the apology. But then, before the end of the call, you say, this nigga Shakur is afraid of Edwin. First of all, people need to watch their mouth. I'm not Chinese. I'm half black and I'm half Puerto Rican. So I'm not running around here disrespecting Chinese people saying, what's up, zipperhead? Like, these motherfuckers need to watch their fucking mouth. That's just the bottom line. Like, you can't, that's like me sitting up there calling white people, something derogatory. You got to be respectful when you open up your mouth. He needs to understand that. So he needs to apologize for that too, because you don't be calling people niggas when you are not even close. You don't know what black people had to go through during those times when they was getting lynched and hung and disrespected all the time, had to go to the back of the bus, et cetera, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but he needs to watch his fucking mouth before I help him with that. But that's where I wanted to address that.
You may feel
But
like it's your time.
other than that,
You got 2 calls, remember.
man,
That's a king
other
counter.
than that, man, another caller I want to address is Mr. Perfect. I think he needs to call in and keep his composure. I thought he was gonna explode. He was yelling so damn loud. I was sitting there like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. Like, chill out. But I don't know, man. Other than that, I think y'all doing a great job as usual. Glad you're back on the set, like I said. Y'all keep doing the great job that you always do. Shout out to the Boxing Voice, and I'm out of here.
All right. Ghost, what up? Actually, fuck Ghost. Hold on. Tree's got a counter. My bad. Give me a minute, Ghost. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Somebody got a counter. I apologize. Go ahead, Tree.
Yo.
Yep.
What up, though? What up? Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, I heard y'all talking about some Shakur versus Dean the Great or some shit like this here. Who that had to have been two. That was Two Tone who said that.
That was Chilla Killers.
Yes,
Of course.
indeed.
Of course. See, but hey, see, Two Tone, this one of the few times, I ain't gonna disagree with you, because it's like Ness talking about he wouldn't take it, but I hear, man, he was when what's my dude from UFC, the white boy with the wild hair? What's my nigga? Sean O'Malley. Boom.
Right.
I heard he was Sean O'Malley was screaming his name and shit like this, and Shakur, shit, I'll take that fight. He was trying to make it seem like he was trying to get on some Floyd versus Conor shit. Like he want this Sean O'Malley fight. He know he a big name. He got a lot of followers. He deal with the UFC, So I feel like Shakur, if Dane the Great was to really be on that, I think Shakur might entertain that, man. Especially if he, like you saying, as he trying to get to the bag, he trying to get some money fights. Why not? If we talking about Canelo fighting Jake Paul down the road and whatnot, man, listen. I don't see why Shakur wouldn't entertain the Dean the Great or something like that, or if he gonna entertain the Sean O'Malley and So I don't know, man. It's possible. It's possible. But
he
that
better
Bam
do it before Ryan do it.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, everybody's. And by the way, I heard Tank talking about fighting Pacquiao. Speaking of stealing fights, Cause Tank finna steal my nigga Devin fight. Look, when I was screaming for Devin to fight Pacquiao, I was a madman. But now I'm hearing about Tank and Pacquiao out here all of a sudden. Look at this here. Devin, you done let Tank snatch the fight off the table. Man, it's wicked out here, gang. But hey, man, he better do it. Shakur might want to think about it before Ryan Duker. Ryan could take the fight with Dane the Great right now. It wouldn't even be considered, because I know he's suspended and shit. It wouldn't even be a problem, huh? Like
and Ryan back with Derrick James.
That's true. He could do that.
He could take the fight right now. Ain't no sanction. Nobody gonna have no gripe with it. Like Ness just said, they not even a real promotion. They don't even, the fights don't go on the record. So shit, Ryan might swoop in there and swipe that. But who knows though? I don't know, man. But hey man, if that Tank and Pacquiao shit real, Haney, you need to get in there and break that up. I told you, Haney, that could have been you, gang. That could have been you. You could have been out here fighting the Browners of the world, like I told you, cleaning up the big 3 league of boxing, Haney. That could have been you, gang. But shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. Albert Bell, October 26th, Dallas, Texas, man. Y'all be cool.
Yeah, I know what the fuck going on.
All right. So everybody seems to have the same opinion. I mean, I know you interviewed a couple of people this weekend. This is Andre Durrell here giving his opinion on Tank and Shakur, and he says, and I quote, "I still think it's too soon for Shakur, man. I got it 50-50, but I still will give Tank a 10% edge on him in a 60-40 because of the power. I want to see how he deal with it if he has to be there. We all know Shakur can move when he gets touched, not once, but 2 or 3 times throughout the fight. I want to see how he's going to react to it. I don't think he stands up to it. Man, I don't think he stands up to it, man. I think he takes the first few blows, but if he gets caught playing too much, I see Tank ending it.
That sounds about right.
I wonder if now he's made it to Shakur's shit list now. Because,
Well, yeah.
they're going to be like, yo, stay on that side. Stay on that
Oh,
side,
yeah.
Marcos. You picked him. Stay on that side.
Yeah, I mean, Shakur's shit list is deep. It's a deep shit list.
Yeah, he's on Devin's shit list for sure. Devin violated Andre Durrell something very serious this weekend.
I think I seen that Andre
happened?
Durrell. Yeah, he gave his opinion of Devin walking with security, and he's like, yo, you not Floyd Mayweather and all this shit. So Devin must have took that personal, I'm sure. Is there a clip of Devin's response or no? Was it Twitter only?
Tweets where he said, I'm everything that you were at the age of
Oh, yeah. I'm everything you were not at the age of 25.
Right.
Yeah. That's kind of fucked
Called
up.
him a quitter too. He said Andre Durrell quit.
Now remind me,
A lot
that's
of
not the one
people-
who Caleb Plant beat, right? Plant beat
No,
his
that's
brother.
Anthony. That's Anthony.
Okay. Dudes look like. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, he's been getting heavy on I think I've talked to him. I've had him on my show, I believe. He's been getting more active, Durrell, on social media now and
Yeah,
boxing
no,
talk and all.
he's training people. He's creating content. He's giving his opinion. He's doing a phenomenal job. I don't think he needs to stop. He's actually very good at his boxing takes, and he's also putting it together with boxing. Like he's showing actual movements. He's actually training someone that I don't know that was announced or not. I guess we keep prolonging it and it's ruining things. So he's actually training one of the Border Wars fighters, James Benitez. So Rocky Rodriguez is in trouble. Yeah. He was scheduled to come on a show Saturday to talk about it. Obviously, I was in Phoenix.
Did you get your flight yet? Did you book everything?
Yeah. I didn't book the hotel. I asked Adrian for some hotel recommendations. Not that it really
can you give me one?
I'm waiting on the hotel recommendations that he never gave me. So if you're listening, Adrian, this goes out to you.
Biggie. Boom, boom, boom.
Ghost, come on back. It's on you.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Yeah, so I know on Friday, I think it was, you said Enes should give 500K and take a pay cut. Did you see that Eddie Hearn said that the last offer was 1.75 million and that Enes did take a pay cut and he would be making around this similar amount? So what do you think of that?
I mean, again, we don't know the numbers. Eddie told us the first offer was $1 million when the first offer was in fact not $1 million. So, it's just
no. But Brian said that it was 1.7 million the last offer.
Yeah, that was the last offer. That was the last offer. I get you.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
His goal was he wanted to walk away with
not,
at least $1
You're
million
not listening,
after
though.
everything.
What I'm saying is Eddie also told the media the first offer was $1 million and it was not. So what is stopping him from telling the truth or a lie?
No, but okay, forget what Eddie said. But Brian himself said that the last offer was 1.7.
My brother, I'm not contesting the 1.7. They said it on this show. I understand that. What I'm contesting is what Enes is making, and you having me compare it to a hypothetical Enes offer. You get it?
Yeah, but okay, if there's nothing really to say. But in terms of Shakur and Codina, I don't know how, do you actually think Shakur's going to get the KO? Because this is going to be so similar to Crawford. He ain't getting the KO. This is going to be so similar to Crawford Madrimov. Cordina, did you watch the fight that he got knocked out?
Yeah.
Firstly, he was weight drained. He was weight drained. He got caught after the break, so he never recovered. And he's fought bigger punches than Kakachi and Shakur and went full distance or even knocked them out in the Ogawa and Rakimov. Shakur, he's going to watch the Ogawa knockout and he's going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to box. And Cordina's a boxer as well. So that's going 12 rounds guaranteed. Easy money, Shakur points. He ain't knocking shit out.
That's sad then, man.
It's gonna be a boring fight.
Because I'm sure they wanted a knockout.
Yeah, in terms of to make Shakur look good, this is the worst fight to make.
because he ain't gonna look good. Because most people's gonna expect a knockout because Cordina's been knocked out, but he ain't gonna knock him out. And also you got Sky Nicholson as well. Like that, them two on its own. Like people need to pay us to watch that because watching Shakur is bad enough that you have to watch the female Shakur in Sky Nicholson. Yeah, so that's all I want to say. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the call.
All right.
Bye.
Then he said the female Shakur. Wow.
Quality hate, man. Quality.
You terrible. You love that negativity. Dom, what up?
You may feel like it's your time,
Hold
but it's
on. Let
not
me
your
make sure I
time.
ain't got no counters here. We leaving dudes behind by accident. Okay. Dom, what up?
TBB, Ness, Marco, Two-Tone, what up, guys?
What up?
What up?
Yeah, so just gonna speak on earlier. Ness, you're over a decade in with this show. Every day you find us a new topic. You've assembled a community of boxing fans, and we love to talk boxing. And not only that, you go out your way to, help anybody get an opportunity, whether it's the athletes, the promoters, or even us fans who call in. You allow everybody to get a chance to be involved and heard. I think TBV is truly the pinnacle of community in boxing. There's nothing like it. With that said, though, I believe G Vaughn is absolutely the worst caller on this program. I hate his calls. He has 0 boxing points, 0 analysis, 0 substance in regards to boxing. I really don't even want to give him any more spotlight than we've already given him. But we are fresh off of Labor Day. I don't know where he lives. I had a great weekend. And on top of that, there was boxing this morning. Shout out to the monster. G-Von, I'm not sure what type of miserable life you live, but I imagine you're lonely, you're sheltered, and overall, you're a rotten excuse for a man. I think I heard you say that you've done time before. Maybe that explains it. You're like institutionalized, and this is the trauma that we're hearing from you. Maybe the race politics didn't go well for you in prison. But my guy, this isn't how boxing works. This is a sport. Bias exists everywhere, like any sport. It's a global sport. So, of course, race and nationality sway opinion. But Jesus Christ, you are the only one who obsesses over it. You get upset over it. You're so hyper fixated that you probably don't even hear yourself anymore. Every day you disregard the topic, you derail the show, and you spew the same race baiting bullshit. I'm tired of it. Your calls let us know exactly who you are. You're not a boxing fan. You're just a pathetic human, if you ask me. Your negativity that you carry projects so much on who you truly are. You need help. And Ness, I think he's done enough damage to the show. He doesn't respect the show or you as a host. I mean, he spent his first minute of this call crying about some counter punch he didn't get last Friday. How lame do you have to be to make that a point of contention for a show post Labor Day? I mean, I'm pretty sure you went on vacation Friday and we still got a show and he still finds a way to cry about it. It's unreal, bro. Fuck G-Von. Tell him to kick rocks respectfully. If it were my show, I'd impose some sort of $25 fee. If he ever wants to call back in, tax that clown. He has
You
nothing
may
better to
feel like
do
it's your
than
time,
call in.
but it's
We
not your
don't
time.
need the resident racist to consistently crash out. Fuck him. That's it.
All right,
Peace.
champ. We got. Let me make sure. I think Mr. PBC. Now, is that I'm assuming Dom? That's a counterpunch from Stainless for you. And Mr. PBC, what is up? So
Yo, can you hear me?
Stainless, yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to boxing with it. Yeah, Ness, I watched Seconds Out a couple of days ago, and I'm still not getting the clarity on what's going on with the Bill Beverly card. Is it going to be ESPN Plus, and then we got to switch over to horse racing with Shakur Stevenson and what's his name,
Yeah.
Cordina.
You're gonna have to not switch over. You have to buy it. You gotta
So I
buy
have
it.
to buy ESPN Plus, and then I have to buy horse racing 12 rounds, horses running against each other to see who wins. Come on, man! Like this, if Turkey Alice Sheik's gonna get into boxing to make it a sport spectacle, the best fight right now we have in 2024 on ESPN Plus. Like it should be a spectacle. It should be a trophy, like the star on top of a fucking Christmas tree. Like I'm very confused. And do you know anything? Hear anything about this?
I mean, just that it's true that it will be a pay-per-view and the Bivol fight will be free. And the latest news is what we're discussing, that he's looking to make it $15
Okay.
for us.
But let's think about this. If you're gonna come to the sport, you got you got mounds of money, you like probably bigger than Mount Rainier. Why are you even charging? I mean, because the lucrative money still, the company's still getting the $30 every month, so you're paying 20 every other day or week or month, plus another 30. You're still getting the money that you was going to charge for pay-per-view. Just make it for free, like the Pro Box just said. That's why I just don't get it. I think what he did to Biddle Beverly card was definitely a shame. I don't care about Shakur Stevenson Cordina horse race. I want to see unification trumps these kid play cards. This should be on CBS or Cartoon Network. I don't want to watch Shakur versus Cordina. No, it's not fair. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. They shouldn't be making more money than Biddle Beverly. How are they on pay-per-view? These guys didn't put in no work. They've been running around and shit, man.
They're not
That's
gonna
my
make
call,
any
man.
more
You gotta-
money. They getting guarantees. The pay-per-view is just to try to recoup some of that guarantee money back that he paid to get these guys on the
But
card.
we grew up watching pay-per-view stars. That's how you made them. You put them on pay-per-view. You're putting Shakur on pay-per-view above Bill Betterby. That's fucking crazy work. That's my call.
Hey, yo, no, because I can hear the passion in his voice, bro. That shit.
You may feel like it's your
Is
time,
that it's true. This
but
is
it's not your
wild news. And I'm telling you, remember I told you I got hit up. I said it, I think I did a live yesterday from Phoenix. I didn't tell y'all, and by y'all I mean my co-host, but I did tell whatever people listened. I got hit up anonymously, Tone. I got hit up anonymously. And they like, yo, I got a scoop. I'm like, who's this? They was like, don't worry about who. It's the scoop. Do your research. But you know Ness don't do no fucking research. You tell me something, I'm going to blurt it out. If it's true, we going to find out. I'm not saying it's true. I'm telling you, I got hit up anonymously and was told that there was a press conference scheduled for Shakur, and he refused it because he said it makes 0 sense because allegedly it makes 0 sense because he's the undercard. So he wasn't going to break camp for that. I don't know how true that is. I wish he was still on talking terms and I could DM him like, yo, champ, is it true you were supposed to have a press conference? That would have been an easy DM. But, gone are those days.
Mend it up.
Gone. How you going to mend a DM you can't reach out to?
You can't like get to him somehow?
What you mean? He blocked me, bro.
There's somebody else.
He still
You guys
got me
don't have
blocked.
mutual friends?
He still got me blocked.
Yeah, he's that's too bad, man. I hate seeing Newark on Newark crime.
Hey.
Why wouldn't he have a press conference though? So he's even ashamed of this.
I mean,
no, it seems like he doesn't like being the undercard. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is the undercard.
Right, and that's what he's probably beefing about.
Also, he thinks he should be over Bivol and Better BF?
I don't know. I ain't never say it was an over thing. It was an over thing. Again, this was an anonymous tip, and, we don't know how real that is. Just saying.
He definitely need a press conference. That's even showing like, yeah, I'm doing a pure money grab right now.
Is this Bivol versus better be a fight
Is it worth
100%
it
official?
though? Like, is he right? Like, hypothetically, if he really said that, would he be within his right? Like, is it worth doing a? I think it's all media is good media, you know. But again, you got to answer the questions though. You're gonna have to answer them questions like, damn, how you feel about being an undercard? How you feel about fighting a dude coming off of knockout laws? Do you think you're gonna get the knockout? Like, those questions are there. Now you got to answer them. So now you got to either stand on, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm not gonna knock him out. If the knockout come, it come. I don't like being an undercard. I don't care if I'm the undercard. The money was right, so I don't care where I fight on the card. You know, you got to stand by them words, and maybe that's something he didn't want to do. I don't know. Again, this is all allegedly.
I think you got to do. I think you got to do a press conference. I think you got to get out there and talk to the media. You're the brand new team. We want to hear your reasoning. We need to hear it.
And that's another thing you got to consider. A lot of people gonna be like, "Yo, why you find him and not Tank?"
Right.
And maybe that's like things he don't want to have on his mind at this moment. I don't know. And again, this is all hypothetical. This is alleged. You heard? Okay. We going out to James in Atlanta. Nah, because they're like, yo, Ness in the boxing voice said. It's like, God damn it. Stop lying.
Yo, Ness, Two Tone, Marco, man. Good morning, good afternoon.
What up?
Y'all some funny guys. Y'all some funny guys. I mean, Shakur. I mean, if Shakur did not attend the media, the media scrum or whatever the hell he was supposed to attend, it's no big deal. But he's right though. He is the biggest star on the card. His overall brand value, how just a Shakur topic even on this show moves the needle, and just his accomplishments himself in the sport of boxing are bigger than both of those guys. I mean, you could say Better Beef got all these KOs or whatever. You could say that Bivol beat Canelo, but that didn't enhance his brand much, really. Shakur already been through 3 divisions, been wrecking shit, and he's pretty much locked for getting the biggest fight of boxing up next. I don't. Now the more and more I think of it, man, I've been capping. I mean, I don't really like the Joe Cordino fight. I'll be honest with you. I wish he would have got like a Floyd Schofield fight. And the reason why I say that is, like what you said, you fighting somebody off of a knockout loss, where at least with Schofield, even though he may not be ready, but by the rankings itself, it would at least give us a different perception of the fight that we're about to get with Shakur. So it is what it is with that. But Ness, I'm surprised that we got this much engagement for a Inoue topic, where the fight was supposed to be under 4.5, and then we got all these callers want to talk about doping and this and that. Like, I ain't give a fuck this morning. I was just waiting for y'all to tell me when the KO happened in the chat.
90
and it
seconds.
ended up happening. But other news and notes, man. Why you ain't talk about Wilder just recovering from surgery? We may actually get him on him and AJ at the end of the year on December 21st.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true. I seen Turkey Atlas Sheik's quote said he wants to
Why you
make.
didn't talk about Billy Joe returning back to boxing? He'll be a good viable opponent at 175 for David Benavidez. Why we also didn't talk about the belt that Canelo and Berlanga's going to be having, the new belt that was just made for Berlanga to take back home to to New York and Florida, and even do a parade in Puerto Rico. Also, why we didn't talk about also Bibble's ex-wife, becoming a super fan of Canelo. Wanted
That's
him
crazy.
to end when Canelo's
saw
rematch
that.
to
That was
end
wild.
Bibble's career. There's so many other topics that are more interesting than Inoue, but this is what we chose to talk about this morning. Also, Ness, are we gonna talk about some welterweight shit this evening?
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
you saw that news that broke in the
big
chat.
news, big news, big news, big news. Yes, we talking welterweights.
Can't wait for that. But anyway,
Yo,
if
Ness, you hear
anyways
me?
pound for pound,
Yeah,
you gotta
I
talk
hear
about
you.
anyway.
I don't know. It seems like you not hearing us, bruh. You having an issue, but we hear you fine. Hawk, Maryland.
Big Hawk.
Yo, what's up, TBV?
You hear us, Hawk?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine. So that means it was James having an issue. But go ahead, talk to us.
Oh, yeah, Inoue. I heard Inoue getting like 70 in a fight though. He might hang out where he at. You heard about his purse?
Yep.
Yeah, he just getting cake right now.
You breaking up, champ. You breaking up. You far, far away. I don't know where. We got Pistol Parkway Mozzie, $2. If we could get fights we want, the price don't matter. Oh, it always matters. Julio Guzman, $5. Exposure is key. You need the free TV exposure to lure the casuals to buy the pay-per-view. Hardcores will pay. I miss the 80s. DC3, $2. Kerr got 2 tune-ups in a row. Diabolical work. Ghost Boxing on Twitter. We got to you, champ. Hot Hands Boxing, $10. Wait until you see what Jivan Mexican fighter does in mismatch versus redhead guy in Border Wars. Just sick. Bro, that's a fight that I don't want to approve, but again, I'm not the commission. I'm no longer the commission. We are under USA Boxing rules. They approve. They have refs. They have doctors. They approve that fight, and they will stop that fight if Julian is too good for the redhead. We got DC3, $2. Tank tried to unify in Loma, IBF, ducked emoji. Shakur, WBC, ducked emoji. Troll Beta, $50, Sweden. Devin and Ryan had no guarantees or minimums. They signed a deal which they only get paid off pay-per-view numbers, which apparently didn't do well. Allegedly, according to Troll Beta. Joshua Torres, $5. Cordina got knocked out because of the referee, and he never recovered. Don't be surprised Shakur don't get the knockout. That would be wild if he don't get it. I think the pressure is on, man. We got a poll here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice on our live chat. The question is, which pay-per-view are you more likely to buy? Canelo versus Berlanga, $89.99. Riyadh season, $14.99. Neither. I admit I'm stealing it. 30% of you stealers. Going to a fight party or bar. Those are your options. Hawk, Maryland, trying you again. Hawk. Tip
You
Bellis.
may feel like it's your time, but it's not.
Yep.
You.
Well, before I
Yeah.
start cooking, man. Before I start cooking, let me stick a little bit to the topic. I didn't watch I didn't see the fights, but you know,
Oh shit!
the people's
Oh
champion,
shit!
the people's champion lost.
Hey yo,
man.
so
People's
the
champion
tip was
lost.
true. The tip was true. It was supposed to be an LA press conference held for Shakur, and it didn't happen. Ooh, ouch.
Nasty work.
Damn.
Nasty work.
So his
I wonder
ego got
why.
the best
I
of
wonder
him.
why. I wonder why though, man. I wonder why. But yeah, the people's champion lost, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hirioka, you know what I'm saying, for beating Ismael Barroso, man. You know, them Japanese dudes really, they cracked for real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I know people talking about drug testing Inoue, but I mean, when you look at them Japanese fighters, man, them dudes is precision punches, man, and they carry some power behind their shit, man. And shout out to Jin Sasaki too, man. Jin Sasaki won in the second round knockout the other day. But yeah, man, you know, Riyadh season, man. There's just a lot going on right now. You know, Turkey Al-Sheikh trying to beef with Jake Donovan. Then, you know what I'm saying, phone calls getting made. Nasty work out here, man. Nasty work out here. You know,
Wait, what phone calls?
you know what I'm saying? Apparently somebody, a mutual friend called, you know, Jake Donovan and say, you know, for him to Turkey Al-Sheikh to make amends and take down their tweets and, you know, stuff like that. Shout out to the Sheik boys, though, man. Shout out to the Sheik boys.
Wait. A mutual friend called Turkey Al-Sheikh?
Yeah, man.
I
A mutual friend called Turkey Al-Sheikh.
I seen Jake Donovan said, "Go fuck yourself" to Turkey Al-Sheikh.
Yo, that boy Turkey said the only thing worth value, you know what I'm saying, on your Twitter is the Ring Magazine name. I was like, damn. I was like, this dude is ruthless. A dictator at his finest, man. Dictator. But this is what they want, man. Shout out to the Rick Laser boys too, man. I don't know where y'all been hiding at, bro, but y'all should be back outside talking about pay-per-views and everything, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't this that type of time, where y'all talk about pay-per-view buys and how Turkey Al Sheik spending all this money and you know what I'm saying, they not recouping? Like, shouldn't y'all be outside right now? We're the Glazer boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been disappearing. Rick got me
Sounds like
blocked, so I
Glazer
can't,
boy.
I can't really act Rick, man. Rick a fan of Turkey Al Sheik now, right? Because Turkey Al Sheik is quote unquote in competition with Al Heyman. So the Sheik boys and the Glazer boys, they go hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? They like a unified gang. Maybe Drew could tell me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Drew could tell me. But yeah, man, shout out to them. And, big welterweight news, man. Big welterweight news at 147. It seems like
Yeah.
everything I said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern is going down.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey,
yo,
man.
hey, yo,
Shout
get
out to the
Rashidi.
UK.
Get Rashidi.
But it's
Tell
not
him
your
today.
time.
Let's do
All right.
something. Tell him stop
I got
playing,
you.
man. Tell him stop playing. All right, what we got? Last call for alcohol. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. On the super chat, we got Neil's water bottle. 2-pounder. Talk about Norman Senior acts for 2.8. We had Norman Senior on. Friday's show was lit. Unfortunately, I had to drive to Phoenix, so we had to end it, hard stop it, because the last time we drove out, I didn't hard stop, and we lost the whole day. That being said, that was a great show, but we had a lot of information. I mean, we got Adrian Clark on the show. He broke everything down. And I get it. No one cares that the Normans wanted to come home with $1 million. They only care that this was a substantial increase in purse. It is what it is, man. I think that we just need to move on and understand that what we know before this situation is that no one wanted to fight Boots. What we know now is that there's going to be a number attached to fighting Boots. If you want him to fight, you got to give him the fight. The right money, excuse me.
Yeah, he definitely looked, I don't want to say vulnerable because he wasn't vulnerable, but he looked less Superman-ish his last fight, Boots, so maybe it'll attract some more fights. Or not.
Damn, shout out to Jake that he posted, for everyone asking, a mutual friend reached out to both Turkey Al Sheik and myself. While we didn't speak directly, we both agreed to remove our posts and move forward. I appreciate everyone's continued support, both on a professional and personal level. I wonder if that was Oscar, since he owns the ring and Jake works for the ring. Is that the mutual friend, or could it be the editor-in-chief, my mans and Dougie Fishers?
Somebody got ran down on.
But yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, last call for callers. Now is the time. Second show gonna be lit. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern. Marcos, where can they find all your more energetic content?
Marco 3_ boxing across all platforms.
No S's.
No S's, I know. No.
Two-Tone, the superstar.
Yeah, Two-Tone Superstar on the gram, man. Hit me on Instagram. We building that.
Tip back at us. And counterpunch for Brim, if you're available. Courtesy of Dom. And Dom, you got a counterpunch courtesy of Stainless. So
yeah, I did want to get this off before the show had ended. Shout out to that one caller, man. The huge TJ Donahue fan, man. The one that don't miss a fight, man. The one that, it just seems like every fight, any time of the day, any day of the week, 365, this dude never misses a fight, man. He done seen every fight possible, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, bro, because he full of shit, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden,
say his name, Timboski,
like,
know you
saying,
talking about him. Won't you just say his name?
Dudes be full of shit calling into the show. Excuse my language, y'all. But it's crazy how all of a sudden people are big TJ Donahue fans, but leading up to the fight, they ain't call in not once to speak about this dude.
Not once. But
Like,
you do
bro,
the same
not
though.
once.
You do the same. You big up fighters and then fight week you don't even talk about them. So go ahead.
I mean, like, look. Sometimes if I'm not talking about a fighter during that fight week, then I probably think that fighter gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably why I didn't call in about Gary Antoine.
Same reason why he ain't called.
Because I didn't bet on Gary. I didn't bet on Gary. Like I placed like a $5 bet on Gary during that fight because I was skeptical of it. Like I was looking for an upset, and I was
he
like,
knew,
damn, it
and
might
he
be
knew
Gary,
Doheny
bro.
was gonna get knocked out. Who everybody thought Doheny was gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like for that dude to just call in and be like, yeah, I'm a big Doheny fan. Like, bro, you cap, you full of shit, and we don't want to hear that BS, man. Dude's got to stop lying on the show. And also, man, it is the month of September, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Beetlejuice is coming out in like 2 weeks, man. So you
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
stop, man. You keep promoting horrible movies, bruh. You made me go see Aliens.
Horrible movies. That shit is dope.
Oh,
it's coming out
bro,
Thursday,
Aliens
and I'm
was
going
not a
to see
bad
it.
movie, bro.
Aliens was
The
alright.
remake.
It wasn't like
it was alright. It was a
I
good
could have
watch.
fire stick that shit, bro. Come on, man. If y'all fire sticking fights, y'all better fire stick that movie.
Look, nah. If you
Hell
gonna fire stick anything, fire stick the Crow. If you plan on watching the Crow, that is a terrible movie. Don't go see it. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't go see that shit.
Bro, I already went to see that garbage. I
Man,
swear
that's
already.
trash.
Yo, I date my wife, man. I date my wife. Hell yeah.
There's another movie as well. It's got Channing Tatum in it. It's called Blink Twice.
Nah,
That was
shit
dope.
look
I
alright.
saw that too.
That look
That was
alright.
dope.
That look alright.
Yeah,
that was
I do
dope.
recommend that.
Me,
You know what I'm
me and
saying?
wifey
So
see mad movies, so
this is tips, movie recommendations. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do this as a monthly thing. You know what I'm saying? When these movies drops, I will be recommending y'all movies to go see. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's my phone call, man. Shout out to that lying ass dude from the UK. You know what I'm saying? That be talking about he know every and any fighter. You know what I'm saying, from all across the world, man.
All right. Brim is on you.
First of all, shout out to Tip, man. Like for real, man. This is a soliloquy for the People's Champion Sugar Barroso. I mean, formerly known as Sugar Barroso, now Linda Barroso. That's my guy, man. But Aroka was really on one. That jab, the measuring of his distance, the patience, discipline, he really just dominated the fight. But I want to give nothing but love to Sugar Barroso because he's a champ in all our hearts, man. So I appreciate you saying that, Tip. That's what it's all about, Sugar Barroso. But there was a caller earlier who was talking about some, Eddie Hearn, right? He said the offer that he gave to Norman, that would be that's basically what Boots would be getting as well.
Yeah.
Somebody got to call Cap, bro.
He said
if he got
after
3.3,
deductions,
if he
though.
no, listen to me. If he got 3.3 versus Avanesian, and we know Avanesian got 600K, that's almost $4 million in the pot. 1.75 times 2 equals 3.5 million. So you gonna tell me the unification fight is worth 500,000 less than the fight against Avanesian? Cut it out. Come on, I'm good at short math.
But can I give you an argument? Because we can't just assume that because
It's not assuming we know what Avanesian's pay is.
Yeah, but you're not listening.
They reported the 3.3. They reported the 600,000. That's $4 million.
Okay, but Champ.
1.75 is exactly what Boots was going to get as well. That equals 3.5. That means you're saying the unification fight is worth 500,000 less than the Avanesian defense. I call Cap. Yeah. Can't refute that, bro. That's Cap. Do the math. The math is funny right now. And now you're losing purse bids too? Okay. Cool story. Like I said, Boots needed the Norman fight more than Norman needed the Boots fight. Like Norman had T.O. in the wings. Yeah, everybody want to talk about what he was making when he was ranked 13th before he had a KO of the year candidate fight performance. The game didn't change for the young man. He's 23. He got time. And I guarantee you nobody gonna ask Eddie Hearn what he offered Barrios and Stanley Onis. I guarantee it was more final offer to Norman. End the story. Call it what you want, bro. Business is business, and Eddie ain't executing for his fighter. Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. So we don't know about Barrios and Stanionis because what we know
You may feel
based
like
off
it's your time.
Stanionis is that there was an offer sent for Barrios. And what we know about Stanionis is that he said there was only a phone call made for him. What we know about the Barrios offer, according to his manager, Bob Santos, is that it wasn't enough. So there was no final offer because the first offer wasn't worth negotiating. The only ones that negotiated was the Normans. And in terms of the Avanesian purse, I'm told that Boots did not get 3.3.
Mm.
You know? So,
Damn.
but also you have to consider too for the people that think that all of a sudden if he did earn 3.3 that he's on this newfound 3.3 pay grade, like that's not sustainable. You know, that was a purse bid. It was purposely meant to ensure you get the promotional rights to that fight. They didn't want to lose their first fight under Matchroom with Boots to the competitor, which, go figure, ironically, you shall hear some news. Free smoke, $5. Eddie a snake. That man ain't robbed for Boots. How you let Karen promoter win the purse bid? Well, there goes that news. 4 emojis. Laughing out loud. Malcolm, New York City.
Yo, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Boxing Voice, man. Shout outs to you, Ness. Shout outs, I think I heard Two Tone. I'm just tuning in, and if there's
Yeah.
anybody else that's on the panel, shout outs to y'all too, man.
Marcos is
Oh,
there.
Marco's there. Highlights. Mr. Highlights is there. Shout outs to you, man. But just on topic. Come on. Tito, my bad, man. I'm walking the dog. Tito Mercado, man. I'm happy he signed to somebody. You know, I know you're definitely happy, Nuts, because you've been vouching for him, you know, for a while. Uh, Great move, man. You know, earn with Eddie Hearn, man, like everybody says, and they pretty much have like the fucking the crop of all the 140 fighters, you know. So good landscape. I don't know who he should fight next. You know, I don't know if you have any idea of who you would like to see him in there with.
Who, Mercado?
But yeah, like what
Shout
would
out,
be?
shout
What do
out
you
to
think is
you.
a
These other bums ain't even call in to talk about that news. Yeah, I said Montana Love. I would love Montana Love.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, and I became a fan of him. You know, ever since when you had him and Lundy on, and they were talking that shit. It was a while back,
Mm-hmm.
and I started fucking with him ever since. So yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, my boy Inoue, man, he got the job done. Very anticlimactic, man. I was kind of shocked with it. I was like, what the fuck? And then he was saying it was his back or whatever, but I seen something late in the 6th round. I think he got hit with a shot because he turned like kind of awkwardly on the ropes. So it could have been that. I don't know. Anyway, was working the body. If you do have prior back history issues like me, I actually have a problem with my sciatic nerve. Or if you have some kind of tightness, something like that is very easy to aggravate. So yeah, but I just want Inoue to move to 126, man. They're saying he's gonna fight in December, and then him and Nakatani are gonna be on the same card in Vegas. He's probably gonna get that MJ fight, but I'm just ready to see him at 126. The biggest news, shout out to Pacheco too with his win, but the biggest news is Turkey Al-Sheikh, man. I like that. I don't have the zone. Most of his cards are on the zone anyway. But $20, there shouldn't be a reason for anybody to steal pay-per-views anymore, man. If y'all always fucking buying drinks and copping bud and all this shit, y'all should have no problem spending $20 for a pay-per-view, The only issue I can see with that is this might make it a little more complicated for him to do business with somebody like a Canelo or a Tank, just because of the money when it comes to those pay-per-views, and it's just less generated, if that makes sense. But
You may feel
yeah,
like it's
shout
your
out to
time,
Boxing Voice. That's I'm gonna keep
but
tuning
it's
in.
not your time.
All right, Malcolm, appreciate you.
Malcolm.
We are out. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard, 7 o'clock Eastern. We got Old Wizard 01. Welcome to the prospect level. To the next one. Peace.